Pimp, we get a big ups to Darcy DeFlo and add his song to the playlist. No. What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Only mic was on. It's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Hello, hello, hello.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn up my neck phones. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's up, Jamie?
Yo, yo.
Good to see you here today. Are you ready for this?
Yo, yo.
You know what time it is. Yes, Jay. Big time. Go. Shout out to all my niggas from Guadalajara, Acapulco. I'm cruising in my blue Corolla. I need that money to be a high roller. Trapped and made a pan controller. She's crying downstairs, so I have to console her. Swimsuit model with eating disorder. Spent $200 on her DoorDash order. Yo, just a fucking crook with a fucking crooked jaw. False flagging down channel with my puppy dog. I committed fraud, and I got low teeth. I'm a low teeth god. False flagging, mundane maggot. Phil's fat, Phil's a faggot. Phil's a loser, Phil's a beggar. Arnold, Phil's a nigger. Right? How do you say? Brunel's a nigger, right? Very nice. All right. Let us continue. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance to save the best streak. I'm going full mask off. It's not that deep. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance left to blow. You ready? 8 time go. 8 time flow. Whoa. They thought I fell off. No. Like a prime D rose, I be dunking on these hoes. Turn you into T-part, striking a T-pose. So let me tell you now what the story is. They call me DSP.
Notorious.
I'm cruising and wrenching, fast and furious, with my homie Pastor Eric Miller.
He's quite curious. They don't have nearly what it takes to be a man. And since I took their manhood, that's mine now, so I ain't giving it back.
My trolls are always watching me, waiting for another disaster stream. They won't even give me a piece of peace or like a whole fucking team locking onto my stream like a detractor beam. I can't get rid of them. I'm sober. I'm losing my mind. And I'm losing supporters. Detractors are bending me over. Just another pawn in this Ludwig world order. And now I'm seeing so much clearer as I sit here staring into Dark Dave's mirror and all of my fears and all that I see. The raw DSP, bottom feeder, cult leader. It's 3 a.m. and I still can't sleep. I guess this is all I will ever be. This is just how time flows. Until it time go. It's gonna take years of effort to try to dig myself out of this fucking hole. It really is. And it sucks. I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life. Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah.
You know, my life has been tough over the last decade.
Now all of a sudden, the camera has been turned back at him. And he's like, wait, no. What do you mean, wait, no? It's your turn, bro. This beat is so Chino. I'm about to go medieval on this American tech reviewer. He's a fucking pedo. Discord server of unspeakable evil gooning out to cuties. Then sweep it up. Like veto your bank accounts approaching 0. So you hacked into Jay's PC and took his De Niro. Your parents take care of your kids on the D-Lo. Don't listen to your mom, because what the fuck does she know? Make believe making beats in your parents' home, but make believe don't mean shit on the streets of Rome. Manic episode, now you feel incredible. Do something regrettable, maybe something federal. Your Dropbox is full of photos that are questionable. Don't give a fuck, time to slam another edible. Playing Elden Ring and smoking dope. Stressed by an iPad from Best Buy so you can cope. I would tell you to jump, but you'd break the rope. It's because you're too fat. Now you get the joke. This goes over your head like Evil Knievel. You're acting kind of emo. Cry harder like a baby. Gambino, you're just a childish capo. But I am Gambino. Don't you know who I am? I won workplace at Eva. Time to ring up another Zeno. Say hello to the little friend of Pacino. This is Vegas, son. I'll send you back to Reno. There's only room for one mob in this casino. pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Make it a dollar, roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Pizza pie, delicious pizza pie. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Salvano cheese, Salvano greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Make it a dollar, roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Delicious pizza pie. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Make it a dollar, roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Cheese, pizza pie. Delicious pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Crazy meat, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to punch through the boundaries. I'm going to become, that person that they say I can't be. And I'm going to be successful no matter what. But even though I have done that, there's still this back here. This song. In the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind. Trying to hit this beat on time. Keep my eyes wide open, looking on the horizon. I'm putting my time in, digging up this mine, searching for a cherry diamond. Looking for these nuggets of truth, I need to find them. But until then, I'll carry on grinding. 1 year older, alcoholic former. I can feel the dark side getting colder. I made a deal with the devil on my shoulder. All I can do to keep the demons in the corner. Give my pig a fish, feed him for a day, but don't take away his bottle of Tanqueray. 1 more drop and we'll be okay. Or maybe I should save it for a rainy day. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Don't believe in the lies of he, cause I'm a super blind man, but I still see the blackest eyes like a black-eyed pea. Words crystallize as I'm flowing on the beat. Look into the water at my reflection. 5'12" with a mayonnaise complexion. Drink some whale tail from my depression. Captain Ahab on a ship with no direction. I am a man sitting on an island alone with 2 gin bottles and a microphone. Writing my message on a scroll and throw it into the Dead Sea like a skipping stone. Spinning in this vortex unknown. Riding on a whale until I'm home. It's not that deep, but don't look below, cause before you know it, you'll get caught in the undertow. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough.
to me, and it's sad, but at the same time, you know, it just, once again, all the detractors, they said this was gonna happen, and they were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
Dog, fuck all that noise. Get you a bottle of gin from Total Wine. Fire up your TV. Drink your gin. Drink your gin. Consequences have actions, Pep. Here's what you gotta do. Drink your gin. Drink a Pepsi later on. Play your fucking WB champions. Consequences have actions, Pep.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. Stop being a fucking victim. You fucking bitch. You fucking asshole. Own your shit. Own your shit. Own it. Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself, bitch?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. You're still in mission 1. No, I'm not gonna let you lie. I know you're lying. I'm gonna pick on you. I know you're lying. Being dishonest and begging for money. Begging. And people wanting justice. He is not a real person. He's not genuine. He is not honest. He's a scammer. I just see a scammer.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. I just see a scammer.
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I understand everything now. I know why there's this hate wave on him, and it's been on him for years. It's because of this bullshit.
Meerkat Mall.
Here we go!
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze the peel, it comes in denim. Squeeze banana! Squeeze banana! I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze the peel, it comes in denim. Squeeze banana! Squeeze banana!
Trends happen, especially in like the online space. There's a girl that I know you watch. She makes like video content of old games like
I'm sorry,
Juggernaut.
baby.
Alright, if you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because they're being insanely loud.
I am. I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I gotta feel in trouble.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, hello. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Doody in the house. What's poppin'? Good lord. I see some of the detractors are in here talking about my long pre-stream. You gotta build up momentum, brother. I'm sorry. You gotta do it. It's been a little bit. I've been gone for about a week. Had to, get a whole bunch of stuff ready. And when you don't stream for a week or don't do commentary style videos, you kind of, lose your mojo. So that's what happened with me a little bit. So I needed some time to set up, take care of a few things. So my apologies if the pre-stream went a little long. Plus, let's not forget, we got to build up momentum. We got to build up momentum, folks. First of all, I want to put out my condolences out there to everybody. Everyone in the DSP, the Detractorverse, anyone in the Asmin Gold Roach verse. Anyone out there that had to subjugate themselves to watch that godforsaken marathon yesterday. My God.
Money. Subs.
Let's MAGA with the huge support. I'm back. Yes. I'm back. Yes. I'm back. I'm still a little tired. I'm exhausted. I'll get into it. I got some info for everyone. So yeah. I mean, I know it feels like I've been gone for a long time, but I'm back. To be honest, I could use another week off. Not feeling the best, but I'm feeling okay. So, and like I said, yes, Doody was gone for a week. Had to heal my body, and I had to heal my heart. That's right. Doody's heart is still hurting. I'm still hurting. That's right. I'm taking the death of Blaze Kitty still pretty hard. So, I still miss my kitty. I couldn't help myself yesterday, Doody. I sent Phil my... I bet you did, Unvaxxed. I bet you did, brother. Well, first of all, I just want to apologize. Everyone's subjugated to watching that nonsense of a marathon. My God. I feel like I repeat myself every day. I say it's the same thing every day. I feel like Mugatu watching Zoolander with the looks. One look. Yeah. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Because everything he does is the same bullshit. The marathon was literally everything he does on a normal day. The morning show, that's essentially what he did at the beginning of the stream. Sitting there doing a poll for games, fighting games, which he does how many times a week? And then waiting on people to throw him donations and tips. And then a feasting with the pig. And that he was so lazy he didn't even do a feasting with the pig. He just sat there and ate while people threw him donations. The man is the most laziest person in the world. God, man. And knowing that there's probably going to be more people than normal watching his content on the birthday marathon, you would think he would put some effort to create something different, a little bit unique. Hell, I was sitting there like, you know what? This would be a good opportunity to own the trolls by doing a giveaway. Why couldn't you even do a fucking giveaway? So lazy. But he just doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit because that requires effort. Doing a giveaway, well, that requires effort. That requires me getting a gift card or me emailing someone or doing something extra. Jesus Christ, man. This fucking guy. Let's see. Sorry. Soulmate is harassing me. Hold on a second. All right, sorry, yes. My God, it was so boring. I was like waiting for something to happen, and literally nothing happened. The highlight was Evo AJ kicking his ass in Street Fighter 2. Super Turbo. Do so, you know what I mean? Look, Rory, even if he would have given an empty game case away, that would have been something different and interesting. You know what I mean? Because he would have been kind of owning the meme. Even doing that would have been kind of interesting. But he did nothing. I felt like the meme with the guy poking the dead body saying do something. That's how I felt the whole day. I was so annoyed, man. I was so annoyed. I gave up. Like after about, I think, 10 o'clock my time, I said, I'm done. I was like, I'm done. I was like, I put in nearly what? I put in like 8-9 hours in the stream. I said, all right, I covered it. This is all we're getting. It's just going to be him sitting there and a bunch of Asmin Gold roaches trying to outdo each other with donations. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. It's a wrap. If there's something else that comes out of it, I'll clip it later. I'll clip it after the fact. But of course, nothing did. Nothing did. And we have to have a heart-to-heart, DSP. Seriously, brother. We have to have a heart-to-heart. You need to stop this, man. You need to stop this madness. Honestly, brother, you need to stop it. Like, you kind of stop doing the goals because Asmongold, look, Asmongold, if you're listening to me, brother, I need you to message Phil and tell him to stop this nonsense with the birthday party, okay? Enough with the Chuck E. Cheese birthday party. You know, he's boring everyone. He's boring even me, a detractor who watches his content. He's boring even me. Yeah, come on, Asmongold, man. Do something productive, man. You missed it. Yeah, BR, dude, you didn't miss shit. You didn't miss anything. Literally, we would get maybe one rage out. We kind of did. We got a rage out. We did get one rage out. Or crash out. But, it was so fucking boring. Oh, God, it was so boring. This was worse than the Virtual Boy stream, where he tried to do a Virtual Boy the stream. It was worse than that. Hey, Doody, long time no see. Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Like I'm about to tell you guys, ready for the. Let's cue the white run. Cue the white run, because Doody's still a little sad. I have some emotions, and then on top of that, when you're emotional, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be getting procedures done either. You know what I mean? Because it makes it even worse. So I told you guys a few weeks ago I needed a small little procedure done because I had a bone spurt. Paul, thank you, brother, for being a member for 20 months.
Too much to take.
I know. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. That is. Oh, you know, hold on a second. That's the other thing. So fucking lazy. So lazy. You would have thought he would have made more animations. And again, I'm not one of those people that give a shit about those animations. I think that's just low effort. It's low effort to get people to donate just to give you different animations. That's super low effort. But anyway, all right, let's keep White. Thank you for being a member for 20 months, brother. I do appreciate that. All right, Q White run again. So, you know, I told you guys that I had to get a procedure done. So I got my procedure done finally, and it went okay. It went well. It wasn't too much of an issue. I was sore for about three days, like literally barely could walk, because every time I would walk and start breathing a little heavy, I'd start experiencing, you know what, that white one's too loud for me. Is it too loud? All right, let's cue it again. All right. No, I got a vasectomy years ago, brother. No vasectomy. No. I had a bone spurt on one of my ribs that was pressing on my lungs. It was causing a big problem. It was causing inflammation, all this shit. It was annoying. So I got the procedure done. Everything went well, and then of course you get swelling. You know, anything around the ribs is a pain in the ass. So, you know, I was sore. I was aching. And then on top of that, I couldn't do anything. You know what I mean? I really couldn't do much. So, of course, I started thinking about my kitty. I started thinking about Blaze Kitty. Nah, not rib gout. I have a bone spurt. I fell a couple months ago, and I ended up, I had a hairline fracture. I'm semenless. Yes. All right, let me stop this. All right, that's enough. I'm losing my concentration. All right, so, you know, I ended up falling. I got a small little hairline fracture, and then I ended up getting a bone spurt. I guess that's what they're called. And it was quite annoying. Yes, it was very annoying. So it was pressing up on my lungs, and very annoying. So I got that removed. Thankfully, it's done. It's just, yeah, man, I felt run down. I felt like I had a full procedure. And then, of course, I couldn't do anything, so then I started missing my kitty. I started thinking about my cat, and I got a little depressed again. I got depressed. My little kitty, if you don't know, Blaze Kitty passed away. She passed away about a week and a half ago. So I've been mourning my kitty recently, and I miss her. She was my little buddy. She was my buddy. I had her for 10 years. She was such a good cat, the best cat, beautiful cat. I love my cat. Yeah, Rip Blaze. So I told my family, you know what? Let's go. Everybody was off, so I said, let's go. So we headed down to the Florida Keys. So I was in the Florida Keys for about a few days. So I got back, and yeah, it's time. I've had a broken rib, nothing. Yeah, mine wasn't broken. It was just a hairline fracture. And while I was healing, I ended up getting a bone spurt, and that bone spurt just was pressing on shit. And my God, I was telling everyone that I felt very mucusy, and my lungs felt like I had fluid. I went and I got a X-ray done, and they said you got a black spot on your lung. So of course I was like, oh shit, cancer? What the fuck? So I had to get a CAT scan, all that stuff. It wasn't cancer. It was just, I had essentially inflammation and everything. So it was just bad because of the bone spurt. So I got the procedure done. I'm good. It's a smaller. I mean, they're already healed. They actually used those bandage stitches now, where it's like a bandage that and has these little ties. They didn't even have to stitch me up. So yeah, it was a big black spot too. So I got a little worried. I don't smoke or anything. So fat CAT scan. I got a fat CAT scan. I get an MRI and a CAT scan, both. I don't know why they did both. All I really needed was a CAT scan. But anyway, no, I don't have cancer. Everything's fine. So I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm just sore as fuck. That's all. So, Doody got black. Yeah, I got black. I did. All right, so that was it. That's where I was. I was gone for like a week and like a half, but no commentary style videos, no nothing. Yeah.
My bills.
Rob Dog. Thank you.
All good, mate.
I'm good. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm in the men's. I'm still missing my kitty. By the way, you might hear a rant from me tomorrow if I don't hear back from the veterinarian. They got my kitty's ashes still. I called them on Friday and I was like, hey, it's been more than a week. Where's my cat ashes? So they said they were going to call the place, see what was going on. I haven't gotten a call back yet. So, thank you, Chris. I miss you guys too. So I'm about to, I might have to turn into DSP and start screaming at some customer service people if I don't get my cat's ashes back. So, you might hear a long ass rant about the upscale veterinarian, trying to upscale me in the veterinarian. Do you have a photo of your cat? Yeah, I do. I posted a photo of her. Here, hold on a second. Let me see. Post? Hold on a second. Yes, I do have a picture of her. It's a far away picture, but still, you get the. Thought I have it here. Hold on. All right, let's see. Here it is. Star Wars. You see it, my kitty? See kitty? And you see her there? It's kind of hard to see, but she's right there chilling on her bed. Oh, see, that's gonna make me cry. Let's see. I have four really nice wooden type urns for them. Yeah, they're gonna put it like in a little box and stuff like that. So they'll put it in a little bag. Yes, it's an ad. Yes, me and my daughter built one for Christmas. It was funny because my wife was watching me. My wife was watching me look at the DSP Lego streams, and she laughed. So she thought it would be funny. So Christmas time, she bought me the ad to put together for Lego. She was trying to own the meme. So me and my daughter put it together, and then of course you can see my little kitty back here. Aww. Yes, I'm gonna get the paw print. Yes. Everything's included. It was like $500 for everything, for the cremation, the photo with the paw print, all that stuff. So yeah. So I miss you, Blaze. Anyway, yeah. So I'm back. Still need a child ability. Yeah. This is my older daughter. My older daughter loves to do crafts and stuff like that. So when she saw it, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna help you with it." I was like, "Okay." As blind as I am, I need all the help I can get. So sorry to hear about your cat, but yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we did a stream last week when I streamed. We did a memorial to Blaze. That's right. Shout out Blaze. So, I don't know if I'm gonna be getting a cat anytime soon. I'm still a little bit too brokenhearted. So it took me 2 hours to build. It was a quick build. Me and my daughter knocked it out in 2 hours. It was fast. It was only like 600 pieces or something like that. I love doing it. What the hell happened? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that was weird. Anyway. I love doing Legos with Mog. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, they're great. It's a lot of fun. Let's see, Lloyd. Hey, Doody, you need to watch the Hey Ari video where he reacts to Wing's parents were related. I did. I have that queued up. I do follow Hey Ari. I'm just backed up. I haven't had a lot of time to watch too much content, but we'll check it out. Will you name your cat? No. No. The next cat is probably going to be a black cat, and I'm going Excuse me. I'm gonna call her I'm gonna call him or her Vader. I've always wanted a black cat so I can call her Vader. So then I already told my daughter and my wife the next cat will be a black cat, and we'll name her Vader. Speaking of Hey Harvey, he thinks of you defending Wings a little pathetic. It's all good, brother. It's all right. People have different opinions. I didn't. No, you know what it was? I wasn't defending Wings. What I was doing was I was comparing Wings to DSP. And whenever you hear me talk about Wings, I always say that he's a pathetic douchebag. He's a terrible person. It's just a comparison. All I'm doing is comparing locales. So it's all good. I mean, no, if he has an opinion that he doesn't agree with my take, it's all good. There's no problem here on my end. Look out, there's a black cat. No, yeah, I mean, no, because black cats are, they're notorious for not being adopted. So, then I always get rescues. I never buy a cat. I always get a rescue. So I'm going to be looking for a kitten, a black kitten. So they typically don't get, for some reason, of course, people are superstitious and they think it's a bad luck to get a black cat. So, I want to adopt a black cat. So. Duty's fair to everyone. Yeah, that's right. I'm fair to everybody. You know what I mean? You know, and you guys have heard me tear into Wings. I mean, I've torn up to that motherfucker a lot. So it's not like I'm trying to, I'm trying to sweep for Wings. Nah. I'm not trying to sweep for Wings. And by the way, speaking of that, we're gonna give away 5 members. That's right, Duty with the big 5-member bomb. Whew. Speaking of memberships, I know I haven't announced the winner of the 2 giveaways. I'm doing it today. So I'm going to do a post today. I'm going to announce the winner of the giveaway, just the general giveaway for everyone, and then I'm going to do the giveaway for the members. So I'll do that today, folks, okay? My apologies. Again, if you do win, just email me and I'll send you the $25, okay?
Yeah, look.
Casey with the money creature. Thank you, brother, for the $9.99.
What the hell was that?
Orange cats are really cool.
Yes.
Had two of them, both and sisters.
So did I. Kirby was an orange and white tabby, mostly orange, beautiful blue eyes. I loved it. I love Kirby. Kirby was a good cat too. Orange cats are a bit they're loners. They're loners, so they're very temperamental. Gray cats seem to be the best. Gray cats to me, I mean, I've had all color cats, to be honest. I've had 2 gray cats, and gray cats seem to always be the best. So I love just gray cats are nice. They always seem to be very temperamental, very chill. They like to be around people, which is always good. So, but I'll be getting a black cat just because I feel bad for them. Every time you go to a vet or you go to a shelter, there's just tons of black cats. Nobody wants to adopt the urban style kitties, so I feel bad for them. So yes, I'm gonna be like one of those white people that adopts urban style children to feel good about themselves. Yes, that's right. That's right, folks. Yeah, ninja cats, basketball American cats. I'm kidding. Yeah, Maine Coons are nice too. They're really nice. All right. Yes, I'm gonna be Angelina Jolie and Madonna. That's right. I'm gonna get me some some urban style kitties. What's up, Shane? How you doing, brother? I'm good, man. I'm good. Have you ever seen a hairless cat? Yeah. I used to have a Devon Rex. I'm not sure if you know what a Devon Rex is. A Devon Rex has a little bit of hair. They're considered hypoallergenic cats. They look like Siamese a little bit, but they have a little bit of hair. But it's not hair. It's kind of like fur. So the Devon Rexes, I've had a Devon Rex, yes, very nice. Duty can charge $20 to name that. Yeah, you know what? That's right. I will let you guys name my cat for $20. Jordan the cat. No. It's gonna be Vader. It's gonna be Vader. I have a part ragdoll named Peanut. Yeah, ragdolls are really cute too. I love cats. I love all cats. That's right. I'm like that lady. I love cats. I really, really do. All right. Okay. I think we covered everything. So I owe you guys the membership post, the winners for March, and then I also have to do the April. How about the launch? No. No. Can you name it Stevia? No. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll do a raffle. I'll let you. Okay, look, this is what I'll do. I'll let you guys give her middle name, okay? Or the first name will be Vader, regardless of whether it's a boy or girl, and then you guys can give her a middle name, okay? I will do a poll, and you guys can pick her middle name. No charge, for free. Don't let these damn names get. Oh, why not? It'll be fine. The middle name. The middle name. You guys can get the middle name, okay? The middle name, okay? I'll let you guys give it the middle name. Yeah, maybe we'll call it DSP, a Dark Side Phil. We'll call it Phil, Vader Phil. There you go. Alrighty. Okay, so I think I covered everything. Thank you again for all the love and concern. By the way, I do owe one person a package. So I'll be mailing that out today. Okay, you know who you are. You know who you are. I apologize. It's just I've been out of pocket for a while, so I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna expedite the shipping, so hopefully you'll get it sooner rather than later. Okay, and then I'll post the winners of the giveaway today, and then I'll open up the member giveaway for today as well. Okay, all right, there you go. I think we're up to date. All right, so now it's time to watch detractor content. By the way, we are going to cover a little bit of, you know what, let's do it. You guys interested in the whole Kino Casino thing? You want to cover, you guys are interested in the whole Kino Jeremy thing? Put a one in the chat if you care about Jeremy and the casino. The quartering and the casino. I find it pretty funny. Yes? Alright, let's see here. One. Okay, one. I'm gonna call the kitty Beggar. I'm gonna call her E-Beggar. Vader E-Beggar. Okay, alright, it looks like you guys are interested. You know what, let's do that first because it's pretty, I want to give my take on it. So apparently, they had a stream yesterday. The guys did have a stream, Kino Casino. They had a big stream where they talked about what happened between them and Jeremy. I'm not gonna watch it because I don't think they posted the clip yet, but we'll watch the promo here. This is the promo from yesterday that Kino Casino cut. You know, the funny thing is, all right, look, I get the whole when other channels attack your channel. I get that. That's pretty shitty, especially over opinion. That's not cool. Just because someone has an opinion and they're shitting on you doesn't mean you should be attacking their channel. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be attacking their channel. You know, you can do one of two things. You can either fight back and shit on them, or you can ignore them. You know what I mean? And I always tell these people, these locals like DSP, LTG, don't feed the trolls. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for a reaction so that they can pounce on you even more. You know what I mean? So these locals don't know any better. They just continue being locals. So apparently Jeremy decided he wanted to fight back, and apparently his wife's honor was insulted because, I don't know, Jeremy has a bull or something like that comes in to plow his wife. I'm not fully sure. Have you told Wings you love him yet? No, I haven't told Wings that yet. No. By the way, speaking of Wings, we are going to watch a video of him shitting on DSP. And I have to take the credit, by the way. I'm going to, round of applause for Doody. Well, yeah, you're right, Matthew. You're right. Round of applause. I have been in Wings' streams, and I've been goading Spaceman, which is apparently the guy that plays with Wings. He's apparently a Doody streams enjoyer. He likes my content, and he hates DSP. So what I've been doing is I've been targeting my questions to Spaceman, and Spaceman is trolling Phil and trolling Wings. And of course, Wings, because he is a locale, has to react. He has to react. So, Alito, how you doing? Thank you, brother, for being a member. Thank you for being a 1 minute man. And I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. And by the way, if you are a member or just got a membership, make sure to thank everyone. Also, don't forget you can enter this month's giveaway, which I'll be posting after the stream. So, so Jeremy apparently lost his shit and decided he wanted to fight back. And you would think this man who has the channel, you know what I mean, the influence, because as much as the locale Jeremy is, he has a pretty big influence. He has pretty big channels on Rumble, on YouTube, and wherever the hell else he tweets, wherever the hell he streams. Why why give Kino Casino, a troll channel, any reaction or attention? That's just gonna blow them up, and it's gonna make it worse for you. And even people like that do content, yeah, they don't like to be trolled or whatever, but even they are like, all right, you don't use the copyright system, you don't use the flagging system to attack people that you don't like. That's just a no-no that's like an unwritten rule in the streaming universe. And Jeremy apparently broke the first cardinal rule. So they're at war, which should be interesting. Let's see here. Did Kino actually harass his wife? No. The one. Okay, look. Kino Casino can really push people's buttons, and they really go in hard on people. They go hard on Review Tech USA, and they pull no punch-ins. They talk about their kids and all that stuff. They pull no punches, which of course, some of it to me is like, all right, you're going too far, but whatever. It is what it is, right? They never call on people to harass anyone. Like, I've never heard Kino Casino direct their viewers to attack someone's channel. You know what I mean? And when people do attack their channels, they're quick to disavow it. So, yeah, they went hard on me, but they didn't tell people to go attack my channel. You know what I mean? They were just razzing me, as DSP likes to say. And, it is what it is. So I'm gonna back Kino Casino there. Kino Casino doesn't attack, they don't send people to attack people's channel. Even DSP, they don't go and tell people to harass DSP, you know what I mean? So I'll give them that much. Doody uploading clips mid streams. Yeah. I chill with that. The only people I do that to is DSP now. All right, so we're gonna watch it. I got my take on it. I got some. I'm gonna give you my take, and I'm gonna tell you how this ends. So I'm gonna give you my take and how I think this all ends.
Oh, buddy! Our channel is under attack
Literally.
from a poop pants cuckold and his bull. Whoa, buddy! So when last we left this, I mean, you can obviously tell by the fact that the promo video is on the clip channel that some stuff's gone down.
Yes.
It's gone
Hey, Sane,
down.
how are you?
When last we left it, Jeremy Hambley was in agreement with us and Josh Moon that he would be providing his financial documents to Caleb Hammer or another financial auditor, and that we would be doing the debate soon.
Yeah.
Because
And if
that's
he
what he
didn't,
wanted.
we didn't want to talk to him.
That's what we said.
We needed
That's
proof.
what we
That's
said.
it.
But he agreed to all of it. He's like, absolutely, anytime, I'll provide 7 years. Then suddenly, all out of the blue, he changes his mind and starts being like, well, this is unreasonable. Well, I don't know, buddy. Maybe from the beginning say it's unreasonable and you're not going to do it.
He's always
but
loud.
once you agree to do it, and then you backpedal from it,
And say
you're nothing but
we're
a
trying
coward.
to hold the whole.
So,
they're
it's
forcing
just like,
me.
so
They're forcing.
listen, it's like it's one thing, right? It's like, okay, fine, maybe this isn't gonna happen. Jeremy's not gonna submit his documents, but then on our Kino Cathedral channel, my Kino Cathedral
That
channel
promotes the show.
promotes the show. Our show promo talking about Jeremy Hambley's bull and the bull's crimes gets flagged down for cyber bullying and harassment or whatever.
I didn't do it. And I'm like, you did it. Then
You absolutely.
Okay, well, I don't know whether he did or didn't. But I'm going to tell you this. Just because a video of yours gets struck doesn't mean that the content creator that you're targeting actually struck your channel. Okay, I know a lot of people want to say it had to be them, but anyone could file a privacy concern issue. Anyone can file a community guideline strike. Anyone can file a whatchamacallit for bullying. You could pretty much report anyone. So for them to say specifically that they actually did it, I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But okay, they're convinced that it is Jeremy that's flagging their channel.
2 hours later, our clip channel gets fucking taken down. The fucking video gets taken down.
The video about the bull, and it's a privacy complaint filed by the bull.
Yes.
So this is directly coming out of Jeremy Hambley's camp. But he swears.
Is Spaceman here? Where's Spaceman? Spaceman, what's up, brother? Oh, Space. Is this Spaceman from Wings of Redemption? Is this Wings Redemption buddy? If it's all good. Yeah, everybody's a mod here, man. I allow everyone here. I don't ban anybody. I'm not Wings. I'm not DSP. Even if you don't like me, I let you on. I only have a certain amount of rules. Don't spam the N-word. Don't harass people. That's really it. You can pretty much do whatever the fuck you want to do here, okay? But if you break the rules, you get banned. All right, Doody will ban you, and I'll probably just unban you after this stream. It's not a big deal. I really don't give a shit. By the way, I'm over 20,000 mods. I think I'm at 20,400 moderators. I have more mods than anyone in the YouTube's universe. Okay, what's up, Natu? How you doing, birds? Look, I'm gonna even make crypto. Crypto is now a new mod. I gotta take a look at it, but I think the last time I looked, I was at 20,000. I was at 20,000 like 400 mods or something like that. So it's a lot, and everyone behaves. Everyone behaves for the most part. Every so often, I have to ban a few people, but it's not that serious. By the way, where's Spaceman? Are you there, Spaceman? Can you confirm that you are the Spaceman? You are the Spaceman, the Wings of Redemption friend. By the way, if this is the Spaceman's funny as fuck, by the way. He gets under DSP skin like no one else. And I do appreciate you goading Wings of Redemption into reacting to DSP content, because I know a lot of people don't like when I say this. They think I'm defending Wings. I'm not defending Wings. I've shit on Wings as much as most people have, right? My only thing is that, when you compare Wings and DSP as people, yes, they're both scumbags, but I think my biggest problem is that DSP should be talking about anyone. As much as the fucking scumbag, lazy content creator that he is, he shouldn't be talking about anyone. He should shut the fuck up. He should mind his business and just keep streaming and rattle his cup like the e-beggar he is. And he should be happy that he's allowed to do, to stream on YouTube and kick and still make a living. You know what I mean? This fucker should shut the fuck up, mind his business, and just do what he wants. Do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Okay? Don't be trying to mentor people. Fuck out of here, mentor people. God, that's like Hitler trying to mentor a Jewish person. Just not gonna work. Oh, I went a little too far.
Our channel.
All right, hold on. Sorry.
And suddenly, all out of the blue, he changes his mind and starts being like, "Well, this is unreasonable."
Well, no. Ben, I have to kind of disagree. Not that he's a socialist. He's a socialist for himself. He's one of those people. See, okay, there's a lot of people in this country that they act like they want the best and they want free shit for everyone. They really don't want free shit for everyone. They want free shit for themselves. It's like, you know what? Socialism for me, but capitalism for everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck about you as long as I get my free healthcare and I get, low taxes or whatever. Because those are the same people that complain and say, hey, our healthcare is too expensive. We should have free healthcare, right? But then we'll bitch if their taxes go up. That's Wings of Redemption, okay? So he's a faux socialist. He's not a real socialist. Who's like that too? Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is the same way. I love when millionaires bitch about millionaires. You know what I mean? And it's like, and not political. This isn't a political rant, but it's like AOC when she bitches about, when she bitches about the rich and sells t-shirts for $50, you know what I mean? She sells t-shirts that says tax the rich while the bitch is rich herself and actually asking for $50 for a t-shirt. Those are the people, that's like Wings, okay? So I don't want to really call him a socialist. He's just a lazy entitled person that wants free shit for himself.
I don't know, buddy.
Why are you? I'm not attacking the socialists. I'm just giving my political opinion on the socialists. Like, no, I can respect a true socialist. If you're a socialist, you know what I mean, and you stick to your beliefs across the board, I can respect that. That's all good. I don't have a problem with that. The problem I have is with people that want socialism for themselves, but want capitalism for everyone else. You know what I mean? Where, again, I'll give you the example where they bitch and complain that they don't get free healthcare, but as soon as you raise their taxes, like if you give them the option of, hey, okay, you want free healthcare? We'll give you free healthcare, but your taxes are going to go up. They'll kick and scream and yell and say that their taxes are too high. So That's all.
Maybe from the beginning say it's unreasonable and you're not going to do it. But once you agree to...
What's up, Dream? Yes, like I explained earlier, I had my procedure. I had my bone spurt, the procedure to cut away the bone spurt on my ribs. And then I've been mourning my kitty. I'm still sad about Blaze. So I took a trip to the Florida Keys with the family. So I'm back, though. I'm back. I'm here. Technically, I should take a couple more days off because I'm still sore. But I'm back streaming with the people. That's right.
Do it, and then you backpedal from it,
and say
you're nothing but
we're
a
trying
coward.
to the whole.
So,
they're forced.
Yeah, I fell a couple months ago, and I had like a very hairline fracture in my rib. When it started healing, I got a piece of I got a piece of bone that kind of grew a little abnormally. I guess it's called the bone spurt, right? Spurt. And it was kind of pressing on everything, so it was quite painful.
Listen, it's like it's one thing, right? It's like, okay, fine, maybe this isn't gonna happen. Jeremy's not gonna submit his documents, but then on our Kino Cathedral channel, my Kino Cathedral channel,
promotes the show.
Promotes the show. Our show promo talking about Jeremy Hambley's bull and the bull's crimes gets flagged down for cyberbullying and harassment or whatever.
I didn't do it. And I'm like, you did it. Then
you absolutely
2
did
hours
it.
later, our clip channel gets fucking taken down. The fucking video gets taken down.
The video about the bull, and it's a privacy complaint
last night
filed by the bull.
Yes.
So
it was good. I mean, again, I always say this. There's two ways to react to streamers. One, go full balls, attack. If someone's attacking you, like a misery merchant, like Kino Casino, you either go full blow, just go after them, one, or you ignore them. I always give the advice of just ignore them. You know what I mean? Because that's what a troll wants. And Kino Casino will tell you they're trolls at heart. They want a reaction. They want you to fight back so that you'll give them more ammo. Look at what happened to Review Tech USA. Review Tech USA decided initially he was going to ignore it, which was good, but then he couldn't help himself because he is a locale and started going after them, attacking them, threatening them, and then it just got worse for them. I think if he would have taken the tack of simply just ignoring them, it probably would have turned out better for Review Tech USA. But it did it. So Jeremy's deciding that he's a big enough channel where he can bully Kino Casino into stop, harassing him, talking about his wife and so on. That's what Jeremy thinks he can do. The one problem with that is that if Kino Casino was streaming, say, on Twitch or YouTube, he could potentially do that, but he's on Kick. I don't think Kick is going to ban Kino Casino for trolling Jeremy. So that's the problem there, Jeremy, okay? And again, it's just lame. I don't like when people attack. I don't like when content creators attack trolls because they don't like them talking about them. You don't like them talking about them, then make content to attack them or just ignore them. Fuck, again, I tell you, I'm big on free speech. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. That's why when people criticize me, I don't really get butthurt about it. I just let it be because they have every right to say whatever the fuck they want to say. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not huge on spreading fake, false shit. But even that, if they decide they want to spread false, fake shit, whatever. You know what I mean? But it's up to you on how you're going to react. And I'm telling you right now, Jeremy's not reacting in a good way.
I hope Jeremy Oxemoji is fixed and can't reproduce.
Well, I don't think he's having any sex. I think Jeremy has the DSP problem where he enjoys watching videos more than actually engaging in physical intimacy with another person. So that's why the cuck is there. That's why the cuck is there. So wait a minute, the Shar Bar, thank you, brother. I appreciate, by the way, thank you for the membership or the re-up. And then Vanguard, big ups Vanguard, thank you for being a member for 18 months. And then he said he hopes you gotta do to worry about having kids. I'm not sure if that's happening in the Hambley home.
This is directly coming out of Jeremy Hambley's camp, but he swears up and down, I have nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with it, guys. Fast forward another day, Easter Sunday.
We win the appeal. We win the appeal at 6 in the morning.
We win the appeal on Kino Casino clips. The
Thank
video
God.
is restored.
Thank God.
Okay? Because he can't sweep it up. Like, this is insane. Then this guy starts going to Eddie from Kick.
Our boss.
Jeremy Hambly.
Our boss.
Saying that.
Okay. The mere fact that they won the appeal tells me that it wasn't Jeremy. Because if it was Jeremy, YouTube would have taken it more seriously. Because that's the one thing. If you're a big channel, YouTube takes your complaints more seriously. I'm going to assume that the person that filed the complaint against Kino Casino's channel on YouTube was just a random. It was some rando that doesn't like, Kino Casino and is a fan of the quartering. Which happens. You guys know with the whole DSP thing and Superhound, where, that mutt would go around channel striking channels in DSP's name. And some people say that DSP directed him. That's an argument to have. But, I think later years, I think he started doing it on his own volition. Like, Phil wasn't telling him to go channel strike channels. I think he was just doing it on his own. Yeah, Jeremy is on YouTube. I don't think he streams on YouTube. He just simply posts videos on YouTube. He's on YouTube, Rumble, and some other lame-ass small channels, small. I think he's on BitChute still. I'm not sure. I had no clue he blocked me.
He's saying that he's going to get us banned from Kick. Yeah. He openly starts talking about, first I'm going to take their YouTube, then I'm going to take their Kick. I'm going to take everything from them. And he's like, I'm being harassed and my wife is getting these phone calls and these packages in the mail.
Which is a lie.
Death threats. Provide some proof there, Jerry Smollett. There's no proof of any of this. And by the way, even if there was, we have nothing to do with that.
Exactly. And we
And
disavow
what he's
that.
doing, we disavow that. And he's playing the victim to try and get more abuse targeted towards him. He's using his wife as a human shield to silence criticism. And if this really was about his wife, this would have happened months ago, because we've been talking about Sky Roan and the Sky Bowl and the pizza place for months. But this only happens, these threats of flagging, legal action, life ruination, it only happens when we bring up his bull. It only happens when we bring up the bull who has a history of sex swinging and has a criminal history. And as soon as you get the most flack, when you're over the target. And I think that his actions melting down over this last Easter weekend prove that we are 100% correct. That some seriously shady stuff is going on with the bull.
His whole thing was, Andy was flagged off of YouTube. He's banned. He's banned.
I just wanted to give my reaction on it. That's all, because I follow Andy and PPP on Twitter, and I saw that it was blowing up, and I've been kind of out of everything recently, so I wanted to brush up and see what was going on. I did read about what happened and everything, so I just wanted to watch this and give my take on it, because I think Jeremy is being a bitch. His reaction to this is being extremely bitchy. If he doesn't want to work with Kino Casino, what he should do is he should just ignore them. It sounds like what happened was Kino Casino bullied Quartering into agreeing to provide his finances over to a third party to confirm that he's the millionaire he claims he is. And then Jeremy decided to back out, and that pissed Kino Casino off. So they went in hard on Jeremy. They not only do they go hard on Jeremy, they go hard apparently on his wife. And it's from last night. And apparently, I think what happened was, he got upset. And I don't know if his wife got upset, maybe bitched at him and yelled at him and said, hey, what the fuck? And Jeremy decided he had to defend her on her. I'm not sure. Again, this is what happens when you start including your family in your content. Not that his wife is really in his content, but every so often she gets brought up. She does come on stream and so on. So, but again, you're a content creator with, millions of subs. You make tons of cash. You've been doing this for years. You should have thick enough skin to not get butthurt over two trolls talking about your wife getting bulled by a black man or whatever. you should be able to ignore that. I mean, if you can't ignore it, then you should really leave the space. And it seems like that's probably what's going on here. Now, I don't know if it's Jeremy per se. It might be one of his underlings. It might be someone that either works for him, or it could just be a fan. You know, it always happens. It always happens. I mean, even low lifes like DSP, you know, occasionally, you know, a channel get taken down or get flagged because someone that likes DSP is deciding they want to fuck with a troll channel. And I gave the example of Superhound a few years ago. Now, thankfully, YouTube's tightened up their process where, you know, they don't automatically allow like flagging channels to go through. They don't do it anymore, thank God, because I haven't had my channel taken down in over 2 years. Thankfully, actually almost 3 years. But before that, it was horrible. Anyone could go in and file a manual copy claim for anyone else, and YouTube didn't even verify it. And I think now they have a system where if you try to file a channel strike, a manual channel strike for say DSP, and you don't have all the information correctly, they send an email to you saying, "Hey, we saw that you filed a claim. Did you mean to do this?" Or you need to show some proof that you're a representative or have some type of say in that channel. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be a legal representative working for DSP to be able to submit a claim. So they put that in. So now, you know, random people just can't come in and channel strike just random channels. Thank God. So again, I don't know if this is Jeremy actually flagging Kino Casino. They think it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Kino Casino is just trying to hype this up more. So
Banevading. So he's tweeting out, I'm bad.
But neither of us are banevading, you idiot.
I'm tweeting my channel was unbanned 6 months ago. We had a celebration about it.
Yes, that's correct.
Crazy. Even Matt Jarbo, when he was caught, was ashamed and said, "I was in a bad headspace. I don't know what I did wrong." Jeremy Hambly, like a mafia don, goes into Josh Moon's DMs. And by the way, like, eventually, I'm pretty sure all these DMs are going to be revealed. And Hambly looks insane. Yeah. But just the ones that he said for Josh to send to me, he's like, they need to take down all their videos talking about me being a cuck and being married, or I will take down their kick. I'm already in talks with Eddie. I'm going to flag down their YouTube channel.
All publicly. It's all public.
All publicly.
Oh, I didn't know. See, okay, I didn't know this. All right, so that tells me okay, I didn't know that happened. So when I hear that, and I did think I did see some emails that were posted. If this is true, then yes, Jeremy did actually flag their channel and is being a punk ass bitch. He really is. He's being super fucking gay. All because they're making jokes about his fucking fat wife? Come on, man. I don't know how this does for this channel, but I find the recording way more entertaining. I don't find him entertaining whatsoever. To me, he does remind me of DSP, where he talks about money a lot. You know what I mean? He doesn't e-beg like DSP, but he's getting there. I mean, he does e-beg for coffee and buy shit, but yeah, she's kind of bigly. His wife is kind of bigly. I've seen her once. One time she came on his stream to give him a haircut, and I found that to be very weird. I'm like, why is your wife cutting your hair? You know what I mean? If you're a cheap ass bastard and don't want to pay for a haircut, you know what I mean? Get a Flowbee or I don't know, go to fucking Great Clips, get a $10 haircut or Supercuts or something. It was very weird. So, is she attractive? She's not my cup of tea. I don't find her to be that. She's not ugly, but I don't know. It's on his channel. If you type in quartering haircut, you can see his wife.
I have to take this down, or I'm gonna flex my connections. He said that. He's gonna flex.
No, that was his wife. That was his wife that came on stream. I remember because I used to watch the quartering live back in the day, and I remember when that shit was live, I was like, why is his wife cutting his hair? Like, it was just weird. It was a weird fucking video. It was a weird stream. You have now talked more shit about Ms. Quarter than I have. I'm sorry, Char. I'm trying to be better about it.
Disconnections.
Yeah, she's definitely not Melanie Mac.
like he's some sort of mafia don.
Please share this video. Please be there tonight. The
This
link's
is
down there.
illegal. This is criminal extortion
Share
that
the
he's
last
doing.
video. We need to spread because we are, I hate to say it, we're
We
actually under attack.
are under attack,
We
and
actually,
he's
like,
trying to
legally
silence
are.
the
under
program
attack.
to sweep it up for his bull and his criminal connections. We're gonna go through the whole thing again tonight.
It's crazy, guys.
Everything to do with the bull, all of Hambly.
I mean, okay, they weren't even making fun of his wife. They were making fun of Jeremy for being a cuck. Like, they were doing the whole Tyrone thing with his wife, where, oh, she's on a plane with some black dude that service her. Okay, like, really? Are you that insecure with yourself that you're concerned that some nobody, and let's be honest, Kino Casito, you know, I mean, in your eyes, to me, you know, if they were talking shit about me, I'd be like, all right, whatever, I don't care. Just some random people making jokes or whatever. But they weren't really talking about his wife. They were talking about Jeremy being a cuck. So I don't know where he's getting butter. Like, they're not calling her fat. They're not calling her ugly. They're not doing any of that. They're basically just saying that Jeremy's a cuck. So
These cuckold connections.
See,
the whole
told you.
nine. We're also he burned down bridges with Nina Infinity over the weekend. Alex Jones had a debate with Rex Jones where he was a total coward and got blown out. DSP's birthday is today as well. So there's a lot going on. You got to tune in tonight on Kick.
Share it.
8:30 p.m. Eastern.
Only on
The
Kick.
on Kick.
Also, while we're here, Flake will put it on the screen.
all right, okay, that's enough. All right, I think what it is that I don't think he really cares about the whole wife thing. I think really what he cares about is I think that he's like Phil, where he doesn't like people thinking that he's poor. And I know most of the Kino Casino segments about the quartering are regarding his money, regarding his business, regarding his e-begging. So I think that's the issue. I think that's why he's pissed off at them. And he's just using the excuse of they're going after my wife. Because again, they really don't talk about his wife. They just talk about him being a cuckold. So I don't know. All right, I guess more to come with that, I guess. I'm going to watch when they post a clip on their channel. I'll take a look at the video. I'm not going to watch their whole stream. I'm just too exhausted. So, fat people have sensitive feelings. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I've been there. I've been a fatty myself, so I get it. I get it, but you know what I mean? The one rule is what they say, don't let other people know that you're getting to them. When you let other people know that you're getting to them, they're just going to double down and continue attacking you, man. It's just stupid. Just ignore them. Quartering back? No, hell no. No way, man. You insane? There's way better taste than that. There's way better taste than that, man. Although all right, I'll just leave it at that. All right, he got to protect his family. Yeah, he's going the DSP route, I guess. I guess he's going the DSP route. And look how well that worked out for DSP. Him defending Soulmate. You know, it never works out for you, man. You just have to ignore it. And eventually, if you ignore it, people will move on. You know what I mean? If they see that something is not bothering you, they just move the fuck on. Don't let them know. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Exactly. Don't let them know they're getting to you. That's it. Not getting to them. Well, whatever. There you go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rattleton. It's been a week, all right? It's been a week. I had surgery. I'm mourning my cat. Please give me a little bit of grace, okay? I'll get better. All right. Let's see here. All right. There's a lot of content here of DSP that we need to go through. Again, yesterday was super fucking boring. The only real thing. Oh, let's watch this. Where he did have one crash out. I was hoping for it to go more insane. So let's watch this video, and then we're gonna look a little bit at what happened on the April Fool's Marathon. Because that, my God, I wasn't around for that. I wish I was around for the April Fool's Marathon. That was some extreme cringe shit. And there was so much fucking cope in that stream. My God. And again, you know, we got DSP just being a hypocrite, trying to give life advice to LTG and Wings of Redemption. All right. I'm sorry, baby.
She makes like video content of old games. Like
I'm gonna tell you the truth, brother. I didn't even watch it, man. I mean, it's difficult watching him play games, let alone old games. I did catch the Evo AJ stuff when Evo AJ curb stomped him. I didn't get a chance to see him. I didn't get to see you beat him on Marvel, brother.
Sorry, baby.
Alright, if you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
They're being insanely loud.
I am. I'm sorry.
I am, brother. I'm reacting, Quasar. I am.
I was too loud, guys.
I got feel in trouble.
I'm sorry.
baby.
My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
Phil's the cuck. Phil's the super cuck.
I could do that too. But again, do I feel like it or not? We'll see later. All right. Outside of that, nothing crazy, because I know people are like, well, what about Asmongold and this and that? I don't know. And to be frank with you, I don't really care. Like, I don't have any guests coming on the show or anything. That's not what this was supposed to be about. This is supposed to be a nice chill day where we just hang out with each other. I haven't spoken to Asmongold. I haven't. Okay? Outside of me doing the public thing last week, which you guys wanted me to do.
That was so cringe.
And him responding saying he may come on or not. I don't know. I haven't spoken with him at all. So.
Bro, you know his DMs were just slammed with DSP 2-3 o'clock in the morning telling him, are you going to come on my stream? Please come on my stream. My viewers have been asking for you to come on stream. It would be a big help. Consider it an early birthday present for me. You know, he was just bombarding him with fucking DMs. To the point where he probably had to fucking mute him. Because there were so many DMs coming in. I'm not a huge fan of hacking people. But I would love to see Phil's Twitter DMs and his Discord DMs. I really would. Those DMs must be amazing. I mean, they're just nonstop DMs to everyone. And you know he's a bitch. He is a bitch. Like he tries to act like a hard ass here, but behind the scenes he messages them, and of course he becomes this humble little bitch. For example, during the Wings of Redemption stuff after the April Fool's stream, he messaged him. DSP messaged Wings and apologized. He basically said, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean, and you know him. He probably said, oh, it was just a joke. I was just reacting because you said something about me, and it's okay. Don't be upset. And you know him. He probably apologized. He probably said, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, baby. Okay. He said, I'm sorry, baby. And that's what he does. Own that shit, motherfucker. You know what I mean? If you want to shit on someone, just shit on someone. You don't have to, run behind as soon as you're done and start apologizing. But that's DSP in a nutshell. That's right. That's Phil.
To be honest with you, it doesn't really matter to me. If he comes on the show, if he wants to, I haven't even set it up to get a Discord call on the show today. But if he wants to do it, then I could have to pause for like 10 minutes and set it up to get him on. He's not going to be on camera. He doesn't even know how to do it. He doesn't even know how to be on camera on Discord.
He knows how to do it. He just doesn't want to fucking do it, you idiot. Not everyone is as stupid as you are, Phil.
So it's going to be like, I'll get a still frame of him to be on the show or something. But I don't care. If he wants to come on and he really does, great. If not, it's not a big deal. I'll be drinking and playing games and having fun with you guys. That's what I want today to be.
I'm sure, Phil. By the way, did you guys see his face light up? Bro, it was like Christmas. It was like the Wolverine. It was like, his mom got him the Wolverine figure. It was if Pandali never left. I mean, everything positive that could have happened to DSP. Boom. That look on his face when he saw that Asmongold was in his streams and he raided him. And then, of course, he left. He literally left. And he saw that over 4,000 people came over. It was like, oh my God. Like, you could see that. I thought he was going to start crying right there. And you could tell he thought that Asmongold was going to come on for a few minutes. He was going to grace his stream with his presence. And he was so excited. And then as soon as he left, you could tell, I was like, oh, his soul was a little crushed. But then, of course, he saw the Asmongold roaches started, giving him money. And, of course, that healed everything. And I don't know if anyone knows the final number. What did he walk away with? I think he walked away with like $2,200 or something like that. I think that's what he ended up walking away with. So, of course, that makes up for the fact that Asmongold didn't want to bother spending any time with him. I guess he was just like, you know what? Let me do this guy a solid, man. He's probably been bombarding me nonstop. Let me go stream.
Phil forgot to invite Doody to his birthday.
Yeah, I would have been an awesome guest. Can you imagine if he would have invited me on and we could have tried to bury the hatchet? It would have been exciting. It would have been awesome. And of course, I would have been, magnanimous. I would have been well behaved. I mean, if someone invites me to the house, I'm not going to shit all over the floor. You know what I mean? I would have been a great guest. We could have talked about a bunch of things. We got to rehash some stuff. It would have been great. But no, he didn't. He didn't. No, we're not. I don't think we could bury the hatchet. But I mean, we would have had a productive conversation. It would have been fun. And I would have been respectful. You know what I mean? I would have been respectful. Doody, I was raised right. Okay, I was raised right. Let me see. I think he got about 1,000 from the roach stench. Yeah, because I think before Asmongold raided him, he was at $800, which of like 200 were fake tips. But yeah, and I think they came around like 8 o'clock or something like that. So yeah, I think he walked away in total with like $2,200. I heard Jay Hayes donated. I think that was a troll. That was a Jay Hayes troll. He gave $2 and he said, "Let's bury the hatchet" or something. I don't think that was the real Jay Hayes.
Okay. Big Larry Gaming tipped another $1. Says, "Sorry, I screwed up. I was looking at the wrong schedule." You're probably looking at the one that was.
By the way, too, I know a lot of people. You know what I noticed? I noticed there weren't a lot of people on Raw Phil stream. Like Raw Phil stream initially, there were like 900 people. But then when he started getting whaled out, a lot of people left. Like I think Raw Phil had about 500 people on his stream, which is really small for these marathons. Now I know a lot of people get down when Phil makes money. I know it upsets them. It pisses them off. They get upset. They get dejected. They feel like, oh, how does he keep getting away with it and stuff like that. Just I implore people not to really take it don't take it to heart that way. You know what I mean? Just think about this. That money is gone already, okay? That money went to probably to pay taxes. All that money he made is just all gone. Think of it if he's just fueling the economy. Because all that money, as soon as he came in that night or today, it went to paying shit, went to WW champions, it went to something. It's just gone, okay? And you'll see it. As soon as he starts begging today, what's today? What's he playing today? Dragon Quest or Pokemon? As soon as he starts asking for money, you know that money is just gone, all right? Because no one that makes $2,200 on a stream comes back the next day and begs the way Phil does, okay? So just think of it like that. Don't get too dejected, you know what I mean? And the lovely thing is, whenever the whales come out, the bigger the bigger the rise, the harder the fall. The next week it's just going to be dead with support. The dents are going to be completely tapped out. You know what I mean? So. I mean, I know it bothers some, but I just implore people, don't get too dejected, okay? This whole DSP is winning. It's very fleeting. It comes and goes every so often, and it never sticks. Again, because it's DSP, all right? He'll always find a way to fuck it up. And if you really think those couple hundred people that were on the stream from Asmongold are going to be there today, no, they're not going to be there today. They're not gonna come and hang and watch his content. And if they are, they'll probably be there for a week and then leave, just like the last time. So don't worry, we'll be back to e-begging DSP very quickly.
Was outdated from a day or two ago. But I updated it as of last night, and I added all that stuff, including Pokemon Champions, to the schedule. So good stuff. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's hang out for a little bit longer. Let's maybe chat do a little bit of Q&A.
I agree. I mean, everyone gets the occasional win here and there, right? And most people will parlay that win into something better, not DSP. It just makes it worse for him. It does, because he gets a taste of that money, and what he does is, instead of sitting back and saying, you know what, maybe I should save this money for a rainy day, no, he thinks this is how it's going to be going forward. Like, to him, it sets the bar. The next marathon he has, if he doesn't get $2,000, he's going to be pissed off. He's going to be pissed off and annoyed that he didn't get $2,000. Because he sits there and be like, well, wait a minute. The last marathon, you guys gave me $2,200. What's wrong? Why can't you give me $2,200? I didn't change. My shitty content didn't change. I'm still e-begging. Nothing changed. So why did the support change? That's how he is. You know what I mean? But you guys already know this.
All right. And then, actually, I'll play some music now.
Yeah, he's going to treat her to some Burger King. They're going to Burger King for the anniversary.
It's kind of like getting upset
Crooked, thank you for the
over how much
5.
older a hot frying pan brags about
Yes.
getting when really
Yeah.
it's gone in an instant.
Exactly. That's a good take. That's a good take. I agree with you, Crooked Hound. Thank you for the 5, brother.
2,200. You think he will take Ket to a nice hotel 30 minutes away so they can DoorDash and watch movies?
No, all that money's going to taxes. Anything he makes in April is going to pay his taxes because you know this motherfucker doesn't make monthly or quarterly payments. He doesn't make his quarterly or monthly estimated tax payment ever. He waits to the end of the year. He files his taxes. And then he pays whatever he can, or he'll request an extension to October. That's DSP in a nutshell. And you know why I say that? Because it doesn't take you a day to put together your taxes. It really doesn't. You know who it takes a day to do their taxes? Someone who doesn't file their quarterly taxes properly. Because if you're filing your quarterly taxes properly as a business owner, you should have all that shit in Quicken, Excel, somewhere, right? You know what your expenses are, you know what your income is from every stream, and you should be able to calculate it easily what you pay every quarter, right? If he's sitting there for 8-10 hours trying to figure out what his income was for the year, that tells me he didn't file at all this year. He just waits to the end of the year and then just pays whatever the fuck he owes. That's what he does. Because in his eyes, it's like, you know what? I'd rather keep the money, than paying it out every quarter. I'll wait to the end of the year, and some people do that. To me, that's a stupid way of doing it. God forbid, that's a crazy way of doing it. You should, again, don't fuck with the IRS.
I skipped the
Thank you, Redbird. Yeah, I heard a lot of that from people when they heard that he was going to be doing Street Fighter or Mario. People just rage quit it. They didn't bother attending. And like I stated, Raw Phil only had like 500 or 600 people on throughout the day. I mean, at one point he peaked like at 900, but it was a very weird marathon. And it could be too that we're just coming off Easter, so maybe people weren't interested in watching DSP content. The funny thing was that I thought I was going to have a slow view day yesterday. My views were amazing. Like, I think I ended up getting like 60,000 views yesterday, which is
paying my tax. Folded hands emoji.
You need help paying. I can't help you with that, proper brother. You should always pay your taxes quarterly, man. Pay them correctly. Big ups, brother. Thank you for being a member for 18 months, man. Yeah, well, the Asmon Dents, the Roaches, they're just civilians. They don't know much about DSP or whatever, so it's funny because the people that were dropping him money have no clue who he was. They just heard Asmongold say, "Oh, we're going to raid this person. It's his birthday," and they threw money at him. The people that hang around for a while and they watch DSP, they just leave. After about a week, they're like, "Yeah, this channel is boring. He's an e-beggar. Why does he continue to talk about his trolls? It's annoying," and they leave. So, yeah. It's always been dying, man. His channel's always been dying. That's why he has to do all these fucking gimmicks. GBRC, brother, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Thank you, brother. Big ups to you, man. Hope you're doing well, man. All right, let's finish watching this because he started ranting about Wings of Redemption and LTG.
All right, we'll chat, do a little bit of Q&A, hang out, and then we'll do a poll. Which of the big 4 fighting games do you want to see me try to play first? Okay, cool. So, let's chat for a bit. You guys tag me in either chat. Let's do some Q&A and see what you guys are up to today. So, Satan is here today. Thank you so much. Satan says, happy birthday. Hope you have a hell of a day. Thank you.
Shout out Satan.
Jade says, thank you for all the years.
Yeah,
when I was sick or mad or
that
sad
one
and watching you play Call of Duty, it made me feel happy. You're welcome. Anyone who ever got any kind of entertainment factor out of my content, whether it was seeing me rage at games or succeed or have fun or just be chill or podcasting or reacting or whatever it was, you're welcome. That's what it was always all about. Me just sharing my honesty and my real reactions to everything on the internet and you guys just having a good time with it. That's it. It's all it was ever about. It was never about me.
50. Ooh, man. That's a pretty big bill. I usually either break even or I get a little bit of money back, but typically I break even. And again, for the most part, I try to make monthly payments on my taxes, but if not, I definitely do quarterly because when you get royalty income, you gotta make sure you pay them quarterly, man. So, and I always pay a little extra. I always pay just a little bit extra just in case. I don't like fuck with the IRS. The IRS just scared the shit out of me.
Blowing up and becoming prominent or famous, getting 1 million subs and getting 1 million views and this and that.
Oh yeah. He's hoping that he can he's hoping that at 70, 80 years old, okay, one of two things. One, he thinks that he can continue streaming when he's into his 80s, and he hopes that maybe, he's probably going to die on stream or something like that. That, or he thinks that Social Security is gonna be enough for him. And I'm telling you right now, I don't even know if Social Security is going to be around when he retires. Okay, and at that, for him, I'm assuming what does he make on average? $120. His yearly Social Security check might be about $2,500 a month. Might be about $25, maybe $3,000 a month, based on his income, right? And if his income stays consistent, he'll get about $2,500 to $3,000 a month in Social Security. You can't live off of that, brother. You cannot live off of that, Phil. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck who you are. You can't live off of that. So, but he refuses. You would think he would take like 5 or 10% of the money he makes every day and stick that shit in a Roth or something, or at that, take some money and put that shit in a high yield savings account. Do something, even if it's a little bit, it helps. Any little bit you can save or you can invest is helpful. And he's not doing shit. He's just like, nope. Or it could be too. The other option is he's waiting for his parents to pass away, and maybe take that money and save that for his retirement.
Money, I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
GBRC, thank you for the 5.
From the UK, where workplaces work out your income tax and everything you buy has the tax added already. The US tax system is crazy to me.
Well, GBRC, in the US, if you work for an employer, your taxes are taken out of your paycheck. And for the most part, at the end of the year, you either break even or you get credits and you get some money back. That's for most people. But if you own your own business or you get interest income, so if you get what's called royalty income, like if you rent property or you stream or whatever, you got to pay that quarterly or monthly. So Phil's situation is a little bit different because technically Phil's a business owner. So his is a little bit more complicated. But for the vast majority of Americans, they take it out of your paycheck and you just have to file every year. And most people either break even or get a little something back. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the progressive tax system. That's my only problem. Again, I've talked about this before. I think a national sales tax is the way to go. A national sales tax, that's the way to go. Fuck federal taxes, fuck state taxes. Tax everything at 20%. If you buy something, 20%. Regardless, across the board, 20%. The federal government will get 15%, and then the states will get 5%. And there you go. And then you eliminate all of the taxes. So that's my solution.
All I ever wanted to do was just kind of chill and share my honest thoughts with people on the internet. And 18 years running and people still love it. So thank you for that. Thank you for allowing me to truly do what I love for a living. And it's just getting better. Yes. You know what I mean? The content is getting...
National sales tax. Anything you buy gets slapped with a 20% tax. And I know people that don't make a lot of money always talk about the rich don't pay their fair taxes. A national sales tax, everybody pays taxes. Everybody pays that. And you know what? You don't want to pay a lot of taxes, you just don't buy a lot of shit. That's the way you can cut back on taxes. Just don't buy a lot of shit. But can you imagine? I don't know. To me, I read one study that showed that right now the federal government gets about $4 trillion in federal taxes every year. They get about $4 trillion and they have to borrow another trillion, $2 trillion just to make the budget. They said that if we had a national sales tax in place of federal taxes or whatever, the tax money the IRS would get yearly would be close to about $15 trillion. So they'd be able to fund everything. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the sales tax, And I think that works out good for me because I don't buy a lot of shit. So my taxes would be very low.
Better. I'm getting better. Everything's getting better as we continue on. Let's see here.
Yeah, I like the fair tax system too.
Says
but
Wings
I
said
just
he'd come on for your
think
birthday. Wings is constantly now saying nasty things about me. He's so upset about my April Fool's special about him, which well, number one, was not totally serious, to be honest. Number two, I already had a discussion with him about behind the scenes, and he seemed fine. And now it seems like every stream for the last 2-3 days, he just keeps getting baited by people to say bad things about me. I don't think he wants to come on my birthday stream. Okay?
He is such a little bitch. He really is. I love how the rules only apply to him. You know what I mean? Like, he has this set of rules to life that only apply to him, and then everyone else should live by this different set of rules that he wants to implement for everyone else. You know what I mean? He gets to talk shit about people. He gets to clown them. He gets to make money off of them, because that's what he did on that April Fool's stream. He made money off of LTG, and he made money off of Wings of Redemption, shitting on them. And that's what he did. He shit on them. And normally most people wouldn't give a shit, but this motherfucker loves to try to act like he's high and mighty, like he's the moral authority, and you should listen to him when it comes to morality. And to be honest, he's probably a worse scumbag than pretty much anyone else out there. He's a big scumbag. And I think that's, again, when I tell people, you know, when people ask me like, oh, what do you dislike about, you know, DSP or why? I think it's that. I think it's the whole entitlement of him. He really thinks that he's so much better than everyone else. And that bothers me. Because it's like, dude, you're not, man. Look at you. Like, look at you. Look at your life. You know what I mean? When you sit there on stream every day and you talk about how you wish you had more time to spend with your wife and your cat, it's pathetic, man. When you have to sit on stream for 10 hours for your birthday and hope that people throw change at you on your birthday, that's sad, man. Your life circumstances are to the point where you can't take off your birthday, or you can't take off, you know, specific holidays because you're broke, you're poor. That's some sad shit, man. It really is. I mean, I think every time I've ever worked, when I've had a real job, I never worked on my birthday. I just took off my birthday. It was just like, watch, you know what I mean? It's just, to me, it's like another holiday. Not that I did anything, but I was like, all right, at least I get to sleep in. At the very least, I get to sleep in and not do anything, you know. But he's so hard up. And let's be honest, the only real reason why he doesn't take off is because he knows this is just another opportunity for him to beg. He knows that his dents are going to come out and they're going to throw money at him. And that's the real reason why he streams on his birthday. He doesn't give a shit. You know, if his birthday was on Christmas, he would stream on Christmas. Because there's no way he's ever going to give up, you know, that opportunity to make that kind of money. He really isn't. And it's sad. It's sad and pretty pathetic, Phil. You know, it is. You know, it's also pathetic that you're 44 years old and you have to throw yourself your own birthday party. No one in your life cares enough to throw you a party, man. That's sad, man. I think that's probably what bothers me the most. And then no effort whatsoever. No balloons, no nothing. He's just sitting there just doing the same shit he does every single day. And I went through this earlier. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you did nothing different. You did a morning show where you sat there and you let people, you know, give you money and you beg. You played fighting games. You had a feasting with the pig. And you just sat there and waited for people to give you money. That was your marathon. That's not a marathon. There's nothing special about that, Phil. That's just you giving people the same shit you do every day, just more of it.
Money, sub.
Hey, pay.
Manipulation.
Yeah. Yeah, it is the line, because I think if he would just shut the fuck up and do whatever the fuck he was doing, I don't think I would be as bothered as much. I just don't like personally be preached that, especially with somebody with a DSP. Now, if someone that has good moral fiber, good character, lives what they preach, then I'd be like, all right, I'm willing to listen to that person. Not you, Phil. Fuck that.
Welcome back. You
Double.
Think Kat had Tyrone over during the birthday marathon?
Well, somebody had to keep Kat busy, okay? Because Kat only worked like 3 hours, so she had nothing to do, and she didn't even make Phil a birthday cake. So, yeah, probably. She was over there, you know, getting rammed.
That money. Pay my bills.
I swear he made up his birthday to be during Easter just to fleece the dents.
Well, no, I get you, GBRC, because he is a liar. No, it's confirmed. It was confirmed that his birthday is April 6th. So, April 6th, 1982. That's been confirmed, okay? So, let's keep it, you know, we'll try to keep it, you know, as honest as we can.
He only cares about money, nothing real.
Yeah, and you know what? Again, I'm a capitalist. I like money. I love money. Money's great. You can do so much with money. You know what I mean? Life is so much easier when you have money versus when you don't have money, right? The issue with me is that, yeah, I like money. It's a means. It's an ends to a mean. No, it's a means to an end. You know what I mean? You have money, you can do shit for. You know, you can do more shit. You can, you know, give things to your family. You know, give your kids a better life. You know what I mean? That's where I look at it. I look at it from that perspective. You know what I mean? This guy actually loves money. Like, he's like Scrooge, where he sits there and he just counts his money. You know, and you would think he would be more stingy and not just spend it frivolously. No, he doesn't do that. He then goes ahead and just waste it like nothing. Blows it on fucking mobile games and armrest and just Amazon packages. It's quite insane. It's quite insane. Again, thank you, GBRC for the 5, and again, Redbird, thank you, brother, for the 2. Money is a tool, yes. I know people quote script. There's a little bit, you know, there's an Easter message. I know a lot of people like to say that money is the root of all evil. No, it isn't. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. You could do a lot with money. Money is a good thing. It's a tool, but you have to look at it as a tool. You know what I mean? And DSP doesn't look at it like that. He honestly loves fucking money. He loves money, man. And what he loves more than money is wasting money. It is. Anyway, all right, let's keep going. That's right. Amen.
Big Mac says, I swear some of my favorite streams were when you played Warzone 2 when it was Modern Warfare 2 Reboot. Well, I remember, you know what I remember even more better than that was Black Ops 4 Was it Black Ops 4 Blackout? That was really the first Battle Royale that I sunk a significant amount of time into. Before then, I had played PUBG, but PUBG ran like complete garbage on the Xbox.
Mago, that is true.
So when I played Black Ops 4 Blackout, that was actually, I tried hard. I actually did well. I won many games, and I think we had great times where, you know, not only was I surviving and hiding in
Eve is a distractor. She fucked up.
Bathrooms while I was scavenging items and stuff, but we had great interactions and hangout sessions, right? We were talking and doing Q&A and stuff when I played it, and then it's just kind of like they changed Battle Royale to not be as fun like that. Like, it just, the formula changed, and I didn't like it as much anymore. Virtual Boy Defeats DSP says, this is what we were trying to tell you. Your joke burnt a bridge and Wings is fair to you, treated you like a friend. Wings constantly talks nasty about me on his streams because his buddies come in with detractor stuff.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit. That's not true. Occasionally, Wings, again, and people are going to criticize me and say I'm defending Wings. I'm just keeping it real. I've actually posted some of those videos. He's not talking shit about you. He might occasionally make a joke about you. You know what I mean? I think the worst he may have said was the whole Pandali thing. And at that, he tiptoed. He was kind of like, well, I don't know. It looks kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, there could be something there. But he didn't outright say that Pandali was 17, like most people say. Right, Phil? Right? But again, it's the hypocrisy. The man literally shits on this guy every single day, tries to be his friend, tries to console him, calls him a fat, obese, you know what I mean? Like, just treats him like shit. And then he gets upset when he, you know, when he gives it back a little bit to DSP. He gets all upset because his buddies don't like him. Spaceman, I mean, shout out to Spaceman. Spaceman is funny. Like, yeah, Spaceman will talk about DSP a lot on when they're playing, you know, when they're gaming. And you know what's Wings not to do? Ignore him? Yeah, I think Wings is too nice. Wings should let that shit go. Wings should tell him exactly what he thinks about DSP. If he thinks that Pandali was 17, he should come out and say, yeah, Pandali was 17. You know? And the other thing that he wants to say is whenever, you know he's dying to say, like, he's had to bite his tongue a few times. Whenever DSP talks about Wings' obesity and his weight, right? And of course, now he started talking about Kelly, because he brought up the fact that Kelly's a feeder, and she's an enabler to Wings, right? You could tell DSP Wings wants to come out and say, brother, you should not be talking. Isn't your wife like 500 pounds? And that's what he should do. That's what he should do. He should fight back. Because if Phil feels so comfortable that he could say the shit that he wants to say to Wings, then Wings should be able to say the same shit back to him. And then maybe then Phil will just shut the fuck up and mind his business. Again, I've never heard Wings criticize Phil unless Phil initiates the shit talking. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Question, did anyone ever psychologically determine what Phil has. No, there have been a few people that have actually talked to Phil. I think who was it? Stutter and Craig, I think, and a few other people, like big streamers that interviewed him, did talk about, was he ever tested for like autism? And he came back and said that he was never tested. No, he was never officially tested to see if he had autism or some type of mental disorder. I don't think he's autistic. I think he has OCD. I think he has a little bit of ADHD in there every so often. He definitely has narcissistic personality disorder. That's right. He also has what's it called? First person syndrome is what's that called? when what's the hell that? What? Not first person syndrome. What's the term where you think you're the only person that exists? Main character syndrome. Is that what it is? Main character syndrome. Yes, I think he has a little bit of that going on. And some of it has to do with his childhood. Some of it has to do with his mother being a fucking, telling him how great he is and how he did nothing wrong. That, and couple the fact that he had a very sheltered life. And no one punched him. You know what I mean? I think Phil would have done well if he would have gotten maybe one good ass beating in his life. Like when he was younger, someone just beat the shit out of him. Not hurt him, but like really whooped his ass because of something he said or something he posted or whatever. Like Jaha. Jaha really should have beat his ass. I think maybe that would have helped. That maybe would have helped him chill out and not be the douchebag that he is. Maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never talk bad about him ever, besides the April Fool's event.
Oh, I love when people do that. I never talk bad about them, except for the time that I spent 3 hours shitting all over him. Right, Phil? You fucking douche. Nah, brother. Phil, again, if you're going to, I talk about this. If I'm willing to talk shit about someone, I should be open and be willing to accept people criticizing me. All right? And I think for the most part, I do that. When people, when people shit on me and make fun of me or whatever, I whatever. It is what it is. I just let it roll off my back. I don't take it to heart. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do take it to heart and I reflect and say, oh, you know what I mean? Did I do something scummy? You know what I mean? But for the most part, you just take it and move the fuck on. Good God, man.
I never talk bad about that guy. He always talks bad about me. I don't know why he gets baited into it because I've called him out on it, but he just does it anyway, right? And in addition, you say, burned a bridge. What bridge? Was he coming on my show? Were we doing content together?
There you go. There you have it. There you have it. He's still upset that Wings of Redemption won't come on to his streams. That's what it is. He's still upset that Wings of Redemption hasn't decided to be done with Locale Live and come to him. That's all this is. All this is some type of reclamation project that DSP decided that he wanted to take on because, of course, he still is butthurt about Keemstar. That's what it is. He wants to be able to say, I was the one that got Wings of Redemption off of Keemstar. I was the one that convinced him to come to the light side and to leave the dark side. That's literally why he's upset. And he's upset because Wings just doesn't give a shit. He's just like, I don't want anything to really kind of do with you. Like, I did you a solid where I did the interview with you. Well, that was it.
The loss of your cat was on my mind.
Aw, thank you, Redbird. Yes, I've been thinking about Blaze lately too. It hurts my heart. By the way, what's up, Derek? How you doing, brother? I did put away everything. I put away her bowl. I put away her cat litter. I put away her bed. That was a rough day. That was a really rough day. I was kind of like, emotional. I was emotional that day, but it still feels weird. Doody ignore me again. No, Snooty, what you say, brother? I'm sorry. What did you say? I see. Snooty said, Snooty. What did you post? Post it again, Snooty. I will not ignore you, brother. I would not ignore you. What's up, Pure Metaphor? How you doing? 3 ad Doody. It's not me. No. That's not me, brother. That's YouTube. YouTube is flooding my channel with ads. I have it on the most conservative.
No.
I have it on the most conservative ads, brother.
The guy literally has no schedule, can't even wake up, can't answer a DM. There was no bridge to
man,
burn.
get a new
The bridge was
cat.
already blown out.
No, I'm not ready for new cat. I'm not ready to move on. I'm still mourning. I still haven't even got my ashes yet. I still haven't gotten my kitty cat's ashes. So, the one thing I am gonna do is I'm gonna take her ashes. And I should have just done this, but I'm gonna take her ashes. There's a place that actually makes rocks, like polished rocks out of ashes. I'm gonna do something like that, and then I'm gonna get them engraved. So I think my daughter would like that.
There was no way
I'm mourning
to get across this giant ravine.
He's mourning. He's upset. He's catless. Get an Argentinian one, man.
Blackout was underrated, much better than.
Get an Argentinian YouTube Premium. It's like, I don't know, 3 cents a month.
Warzone. I loved Black Ops 4 Blackout. I did not like Warzone.
Yeah. I'm very sad.
Someone, thanks for $2, but you're trying to talk drama about Wings Day.
Yes, I'm in Florida.
Today's not talk drama about Wings Day. It's my birthday. So if you want to talk about my birthday, you want to talk about good stuff, positive stuff, and not drama, that'd be great.
I do have a Latino. I have a Latino woman. Miss Doody is Latina, man. Miss Doody is Puerto Rican. You can't get more Latina than that.
And chill day, thank you so much.
Nah, I hate alligators, man.
Outside.
By the way, where I live at, there's a little where there's ponds everywhere in fucking and there's ponds everywhere in Florida. There's a pond there, and they have a fucking sign that says "Beware of alligators." So.
Out of that, the only other thing that's left is these jowls, which
that pizza looks
disgusting. You tell me how to get rid of them. That's the problem. That is my biggest regret. Is that when I was in my youth, that's when I should have been taking care of my body. Because when you're younger, if you lay the groundwork for the rest of your life, your body will be good. Like my dad worked out a lot when he was in his 20s, and all through his 40s and 50s, he still had a good build. Even though he wasn't actively working out, he still had a good build because he had laid the groundwork. Me, I slacked off. I worked out in my early 20s, and then I just slacked the fuck off and got fat as shit. So now here I am in my 40s, and I'm busting my ass to try to get healthy, lose weight. And it's like, damn. I'm kind of starting from scratch. And again, of course, in your 40s, you can't build muscle as well. You can't retain muscle as well. It's just harder to do these things that I should have been doing when I was younger, right? So it's not necessarily that age took it from me. It's kind of my bad decisions led me to be where I am right now. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish I could do something with this, and I can't. But you know me, I'm not vain. I'm not going to go to some fucking doctor and say, hey, can you lipo-suck my cheek away? Fuck it. What are you going to do? I'm always going to have a stupid, sagging, chubby face because of the bad decisions I make. What can I do? It's life.
Yes, his muscles were dormant.
Okay. Well, listen, Robert.
No.
Robert Ted.
I have a family. I have 2 kids. Yes, I have a very robust life. It's very filled with many activities. Yes. I go to church. I go outside every day. I go to the gym. I have friends. I have about 4 solid, decent friends that we hang out and we do stuff together. Yes. Doody has a meaningful. I had a cat. So yes, I have a very meaningful, fulfilled life.
Had to win. What a name. I can't even say your name. Robert says, you look pretty good. Don't believe the haters. It's not that I think that I'm like hideous and the ugliest dude ever, but never in my life have I ever.
By the way, I don't think he's on Ozempic. I don't think he's on Ozempic because I don't envision him spending the kind of money that he would need to spend to be on Ozempic. And here's why. The man actually waits for like discount sales to go get allergy medication. You really think he's going to be spending hundreds of dollars every month on Ozempic when the man waits for? I mean, the last time I remember, when was it? Was it Bed Bath & Beyond? When the Bed Bath & Beyonds were closing down, he literally took his day off to go to Bed Bath & Beyond in his area that was closing down, and he bought all the Zyrtec and all the medicine there because it was discounted. And half the shit he bought was no good. Half the shit was expired or whatever, and it didn't work. So do you really think he's really paying that money? Okay, and then look, he's on Obamacare. He's on Obamacare. He's with Kaiser, I believe, right? Ozempic is only covered if you have diabetes, and at that, it's covered at a tier 5 level. It's covered at tier 5, which means you're paying a copay. I mean, you're paying a co-insurance, so you're paying a percentage. And typically, it's you normally have to, and it's really weird because there's a whole coverage gap thing. But it's pretty expensive. He's not paying like $20 a month for Ozempic, okay? And the only way he gets that approved if he's on diabetes. That's the only way they will approve it. So if he is on Ozempic, it means a couple things. He's on diabetes, and even at that, he's still paying. It depends. It depends on what tier. It depends on how much money he spent already in the year. So the way the Obamacare plans, they kind of have three. They work very similar to Medicare, where there's multiple tiers where you have to meet an initial deductible where you pay 100%, and then once you hit your deductible, then it's the coverage is then covered at a percentage, and then once you hit like $6,000 or $7,000 of drug spent money, then you fall into the catastrophic phase where you have to pay like a smaller amount, or in some plans it's covered. Yeah, it'll be very expensive. Yeah, a couple $100 at minimum for it. So I don't think he's wasting that kind of money on Ozempic. I don't think he is. I think he's probably sick. I think that could be it. He could be that he's sick, and he's just losing weight because of that. So I don't think it's anything. I don't think he's on Ozempic.
Never had like self-esteem to look at myself in the mirror and be like, I look good. Like, I don't think I've ever looked at myself once in the mirror and said, ooh, I look good. Like, never. This has never occurred to me.
I think somebody said that Kat might be on Ozempic, and Phil siphoned some of her Ozempic. That could be true.
And it's probably because, my whole life I've lived like this, where my face isn't really symmetrical. It's just not. It never was. My hairline was never even. I always had these issues. And what are you going to do? That's the body I was given. I got to live with it, right?
Not for Obamacare. Reaper, not for Obamacare. Nope. Obamacare won't cover it. The med policy for Obamacare is you have to have diabetes. Some plans like Aetna will cover it if you have a heart disease. So if you have heart disease, they'll cover it if you have heart disease. But for the most part, and then at that, Aetna is covering it. Obamacare themselves doesn't cover it. So right now, because the thing is when the GLPs were submitted, the GLP-1 drugs, Ozempic, Mounjaro, all of them, when they were submitted for FDA approval, they were submitted to combat diabetes, right? And they were approved for the use of diabetes. And at that, when they were first initially submitted, it was actually approved, but it was approved with what's called step therapy. So you had to first try metformin before you can actually get approved for Ozempic. So metformin is kind of the first line of defense for diabetes medication. So whenever it gets written for weight loss, it's actually considered off script, which means the FDA hasn't approved it for treatment for obesity and those other things. It's only approved by the FDA for diabetes. But that doesn't stop doctors from writing it off script or off label. It's called off label or off script, which means that they're giving it to someone because they're fat as fuck and need to lose weight. So
Vasil saying, not to say weirdos that message me saying they're going to dox me for sending super chats to Phil. I'm 52 years old. I will support whoever I choose to. Keep it up, Phil. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Anyone who supports me today, you'll be harassed online. Your
A1 is, it's fucked. You sound like you got a bunch of problems here, brother.
The best way to handle it. You ready for this? Completely ignore it. Never, ever respond to it. Don't give them a moment of attention, because that's all they want. They want your attention, and if you even respond in any way, shape, or form, they will act like they got what they wanted. You ignore those morons. If they are harassing you somewhere, you block them, and you pay no heed and no attention, and they will go away. Period. That is the best way to handle it. Completely ignore it. They are insignificant. They don't matter. Thank you, Mark, for another $20 super chat. I appreciate that. I don't know what that means. No.
Okay, well, some people have asked me, well, wait a minute. Well, if Phil can't get Ozempic because it's not covered via Obamacare unless you have diabetes, and it's a high percentage. If you have an employer group plan, right? If you have an employer group plan, which I believe that's what Kat has, Kat gets health insurance through her employer, right? So she pays for group coverage. If Ozempic isn't covered or if it's expensive, you can actually qualify for the manufacturer's discount program, which means you pay $25 a month for Ozempic. So if Kat is on Ozempic, she's probably getting it with the manufacturer's discount, which means she's only paying $25 a month. And then I could see DSP swiping some Ozempic. Everybody calls it Obama. No, it's called the
Obamacare.
No,
Also big
it's
ups Doody Smile.
it's called the Affordable Care Act or the Affordable whatever it's called. They don't Obamacare is just a general name because Obama was the president at the time when it was approved. But that's what I just call it, just so that people know that it's the government assisted program for individual plans. There you go. That's what it is.
Oh, I don't know. Can someone explain it? So Greed Goblin says, "Do you laugh when?"
Yes. And then some people, yeah. So baby, she does qualify for coverage. After COVID, a lot of companies needed employees. So what they started doing was they started offering health insurance. They started offering tuition reimbursement program to full and part-time employees. So, I mean, like right now, you can go to McDonald's or work at Target. Target will pay you $20 a month. They'll also give you tuition reimbursement of up to $10,000 a year if you're going to college, and you can get medical coverage, even whether you work full-time or part-time. So, after COVID, all the kind of rules got thrown out. So,
you hear LTJ refer to you and others as ICE Warden. Also,
so
do you have
do
an
I,
idea
brother.
what that means? I have
Well, I used
absolutely
to.
no clue.
Rattling, that's my that is duties. That was my profession before I back in the day. So when I was 18, I started working for health insurance companies. I got my master's degree in health administration. Blah 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 blah. So there you go. Yes.
Because I have an intelligence level above like 65 IQ, so I don't know.
Well, okay. So Obamacare is basically so what Obamacare does is Obamacare. All right. Before Obamacare came in, there was what was called the individual market, and every state had their own individual market where they contracted with with insurance companies to offer private insurance. Obamacare came in and basically eliminated that program where they said, nope, you have to get it through what's called the healthcare exchange, which is monitored through CMS and all that. And Obamacare, the whole Affordable Care Act came in, and they wrote all of these regulations for what's covered, what isn't covered, and so on. So then the individual market essentially turned into the Obamacare market. That's what it is. That's essentially. It's a terrible program. It's horrible. I think all it did was it ended up raising the costs of care across the board, which was terrible, man. So just by cutting out sugar and soda. Yeah. Oh, definitely, man. You cut out sugar and soda, man, you could drop weight really quick, brother.
Like when you're smarter, you don't understand what dumb people say because you can't comprehend the
Yeah, health plans now are basically just catastrophic coverage. That's all it is. You really just use it whenever you have a huge medical bill. Like if you have to go to the hospital, so you don't go bankrupt, essentially. That's what health insurance is nowadays.
drool speak, as they call it. I have no fucking clue what he's talking about. I just ignore it.
Right.
So
Yeah,
what does it actually mean?
I'm sorry, right? I don't mean to get it. I get dragged into it. I'm just like Phil. I get dragged into conversations about healthcare.
Can someone explain it? Camp Kill Commentary, thank you for $5. Says trolls are so angry you're a Chad. Haters never get love. Thank you so much. Camp Kill Commentary.
That's awesome, brother. Big ups.
Appreciate that.
Let's mega, man. I'm at 185. Yep, that's what I'm at. Last time I weighed myself, I'm at 185. And again, I told this, I've been as big as 330, and I've been as small as 175. So I'm at 185 now. I was a fatty. I've been obese. I've been obese 3 times in my life. I've gained and lost over 100 pounds 3 times in my life. So it's not fun. I'm the definition of a yo-yo dieter.
Can anyone explain it? I would love to hear what this term means.
Ooh,
I don't even
340.
want to say it.
That's
I
big,
feel that
brother.
it's something horrendously bad I would never want to say. I don't even know what it means. Jade says he hasn't played Rivals lately. You haven't? Is there a reason why, Jade? Did you get, as I said many times, and I will repeat myself, absolutely positive.
I'm 6'2", and I'm really 6'2", not with shoes on. I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2", 185.
Nothing that Review Tech USA does concerns me because he's an insignificant human.
Ooh, 395. Ooh, that's big.
Literally nothing he does affects me or should affect anyone of any significance. So I don't care what he says, does.
Oh,
or
you carry
just
well
worthless.
then. Well, 6'6" is tall, brother.
There's no reason for me to ever to even look into what he's doing anymore. I just don't care. Thanks for $2.
He's still more successful than you, Phil.
Narrative.
As much of a locale as Review Tech USA is, he's still a bit more successful than you, Phil. So, alrighty. Well, that was the only crash out we kind of had yesterday. That was kind of it. Doody, I'm 6'2", also, and Curly 190. That's a good weight. I think if you're under 200 pounds, you're good. You know what I mean? Like like when I'm under 200, I feel fine. I feel good. I feel like I'm not gonna have a heart attack just walking up the steps. So, yeah. Being over 2 is good. Being under 2 is good. All right, here. Let's see here. This is what he got teared up, by the way. Let's watch Phil. Let's watch Doody show. No, I'm 6'2", brother. Hold on, let's see. I want to see Phil tear up.
Thank you. He played them now. Man, for fucking what? What? For the record, I suck with Oro. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm probably gonna lose horribly. If this person's good, I'm gonna lose. Whoa! I'll take the fall. How about that? I will take the fall.
Hold on, there was a little part where you got tear. Oh, here.
No. You afraid to take the blame? Here you go.
Here he is. Here he is. Look at him. Look at him.
Everyone, I'll take the blame though. Like I'll take the blame. I don't fucking care. Everyone blames me for everything else. So I'll take. Where? I didn't know.
All right, hold on.
Exactly. It was.
Okay, here it is. All right, let me level say here. Okay, so apparently they were talking in chat that Asmongold got banned, right? And of course, DSP. Everything has to be about DSP. So DSP decided to make the ban about himself. And he was like, oh, he must have got banned because he was talking about me. Okay, Phil, like, really? Everything has to be about you, DSP? So he's talking about it, and then he starts tearing up for some weird reason. Yeah, he got, I think, like $2,300 or $2,200. He got whaled out by the Asmongold roaches.
Exactly. It was you, Fredo. You broke my heart. I swear. I didn't know. All right, let's do shout outs. It really does. So everyone, I'll take the blame though. Like I'll take the blame. I don't fucking care. Everyone blames me for everything else, so I'll take the blame. It's my fault. He got suspended, okay? It's me. 100%. He pulled up my kick stream and I pulled down my pants and I showed my dong live on stream, and that was it for Asmongold. There you go.
Why are you crying, man?
Let's just say that.
I look at him. You can tell he's trying to laugh it off because you know he wants to start bawling and crying. Why are you crying, you bitch? We didn't get a segment like that yesterday. I was waiting for him did he cry at the end of the stream like last year? Remember last year we got the whole you guys like me, right? And he started crying. Did we get that at the end of the stream? I don't think we did. I think the most we got was this right here where he was crying.
Okay. Fuck. I just hope that it's not a serious thing. I hope that's like a minor thing. You know, he'll be back soon. That sucks. All right. Whoops. I'm going to clean my joystick, and what I mean by that is I'm going to clean the apparatus with which I play Street Fighter games.
All right, I just wanted to show that real quick because I was kind of like, why is he getting all emotional? Yeah, you could tell, like, if he didn't start laughing, he was just going to start bawling and crying. I think what it was I think he started thinking about it, and he got upset that Asmongold didn't come on, so that's probably what upset him so badly. Here it is. This is the video real quick. I want to watch the Wings talking about DSP. Now, I want to take credit here because I was in chat that day. Yes, I'm not banned in Wings chat. I was in there and I was coaxing people. I was coaxing Spaceman to troll Phil because apparently Phil hates Spaceman. So this is really good. You're gonna hear my name sprinkled. Yes, I was a shitster. I was. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. All right.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, guys.
Calm down.
God damn, that boy's fat.
Oh, my leg.
Oh, my leg.
That's Doody's here. We should just talk about how Phil's not a good person.
No, not who. Well, DL5 was here.
It's in the chat.
You saying Sasha's got to go?
Not what?
The chat's like, get rid of the dog.
Mission's updated.
Sasha's the Taco Bell dog.
Yeah, she is. Yo, kiddo.
Yep.
God.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened. I think the Detractors got upset that he did send him over. So that's probably why he did get banned. I mean, not that that's cool or whatever. I'm not saying that's cool, but that's probably what ended up happening. I don't know why he got banned though. Some people said he got banned because he showed the kick chat or something like that on Twitch, and you're not allowed to do that, or some stupid shit. Who the fuck knows? He's trying to isolate Wings like a groomer. Yeah. Just like he did with Pandalee, just like he did with Cat, just like he does with everyone in his life. He has to isolate them, and of course he has to convince them that, hey, look, I'm the only one that has your best interest. Everyone else is evil and bad and will treat you poorly. I'm going to protect you. He does that with everything in his life. Yeah, definitely. And that's what he was doing with Wings of Redemption. Oh, yeah, I agree with that 100%. He tried to isolate him and be like, I'm your only friend. Like, that's right, like a good fucking cult leader. He does that with his dents. How many times, and he hasn't done this often, but how many times did he would tell his dents not to watch Detractor videos? Like, he would scream at his fucking chat and say, don't watch Detractor videos. Don't watch Detractor videos. You know, and it's like, why? Why are you so afraid? Like, why are you really think that, do you really think your viewers are so stupid that if they watch a video, that they're going to come to the conclusion that you're a terrible person? You know, they're going to be brainwashed? Do you really think that, Phil? I mean, you don't think much of your viewers, you know what I mean? Like, you should have it, like, look. Everyone in the chat, my assumption that all you guys are pretty normal people. You have your own thought process. You can look at a video and determine, you know, whether you think a person is a scumbag or not. You don't need my guidance. You're smart enough, you know. Not Phil. Phil thinks that he needs to he thinks he needs to keep everyone controlled. Like, he needs to isolate them. Like, no, don't talk to anyone because all of them are going to brainwash you. You know, and I guess to some extent he's a little paranoid because I was able to do it with a few people in his chat, like Jordan and a few other dents, where, you know, they saw something was wrong with the cult, and they did a little bit of outreach, and they found that, you know, the cult leader was a cult leader, and they weren't cool with some of the shit he was doing, you know, so maybe that's why he's upset. But yeah, I agree. Maricat's 100% right. He's trying to isolate Wings, and not only does he tried to isolate him from Keemstar. He's now trying to get him to defriend Spaceman and the other person. Why? Because they troll him. Why? Because they like to say the memes on stream. That's what it is too. Like, they always love memeing, and this video is gonna have a lot of memes, and that's why Phil was upset on his birthday stream with Wings of Redemption.
Whoa.
Wings is one on you. Yep. Oh shit, you guys are far as fuck. I'm coming.
Watch that door for me.
Yep. Ack.
Ack.
Got a new mission for you. Details on your map. Guy above.
Wow, I broke all my plates just now.
He's jumping down. Wings play WWE champions. You might become addicted and pay $50,000 for it. I'm worried. I don't know if that's good to do.
Is it really that heavy of a microtransaction game?
Yes.
It's literally fucking
That's how
Candy
much
Crush for wrestlers.
DSP spent on it.
Oh my god. That's disgusting.
Well, Wings thinks it's 120, but...
Yes, you did hear ack, yeah. That's why DSP doesn't like them. He doesn't like them because they like the meme. Like, they'll do the ack, talk about WWE champions. In this video right here, they'll actually start talking about Pandalee, and Pandalee being 17.
Got a new mission ready. Clash of Clans ain't even that bad, and I play that game.
Well, most political people are. Yeah.
They're all by the plane. I'm sorry.
I'm a camp the cross where they're like
Contacted Wings and I'm dropped for the time being. What do you mean, the goat?
He thinks DSP told you to stop playing. At least that's what he said.
Reinforcements coming in hot.
And to his credit, Wings tried his best to ignore it. He tried his best, but, you know, even Wings has to get on it because it's funny. It's, again, Phil, you don't understand, man, but it's funny to make fun of you. it's funny to talk about you and your situations, your wrestling addiction, your mobile game addiction. It's fun to talk about your relationships with your current wife and Panda. It's just funny. It is. And Phil doesn't get it. Like, he doesn't get that someone objectively can look at him and look at his life and his life choices and think it's insane or funny. Like, he thinks it's all normal. No, it's perfectly normal to have a mobile game addiction. No, it's perfectly normal to call yourself an alcoholic, a former alcoholic, but yet drink on stream. That's all perfectly normal. Let's see. Who do you think is going to get the W in the quarter? To be honest. Okay. So the one thing I noticed about Kino Casino is that Kino Casino will press people, right? But if they think that there's a possibility that they're dealing with someone unstable, right? Or dealing with someone that does have some clout, I have seen them kind of move away from them people and not kind of interact with those people. Like, they leave them alone. I do notice that. Like, I'll give you one example. They considered trolling LTG at one point, but then they started hearing that LTG likes to flag people, likes to fuck with people's channels, that he's a bit unhinged, right? So they decided, you know what, it's not worth fucking with that person. It's just not worth it, you know what I mean? Which I get that. But Quartering, as much as a low cow he is, he does have some clout, you know what I mean? He's a pretty big streamer. He has a big following. You know, he does have a partner manager or whatever. You know what I mean? He could do some damage, you know? And if he really wanted to and push them, he does have the resource to sue them. Not that he would or not that he would win. But again, who the fuck wants to deal with a lawsuit over trolling? You know what I mean? Like, if he really wanted to be a douchebag, he could file a lawsuit. Jeremy could file a lawsuit. I'm pretty sure that there's someone out there, a lawyer, that would either take it on contingency or whatever and file suit. Not that they'll win, but enough to, you know, hit them in their pocket. You know what I mean? I don't know. So they might make the decision to kind of maybe move on from Jeremy, or I don't know. It's too early. But I mean, I think it may have rocked them a little bit with getting their channel, you know, with the flagging and everything. Normally what happens is, you know, the content creator that does the flagging and all that, they tend to stop. You know what I mean? I think Jeremy might see that public opinion isn't cool with him using his channel to strike Kino Casino, and he may back off. You know what I mean? And then they'll just do the back and forth and, you know, whatever, normal. I don't know. But it could escalate. And it is a war now. But, I mean, sometimes you got to look at who you're fighting. You know what I mean? And as much as people clown on Jeremy, I do think he has money. And he does have some clout. So you got to be careful sometimes. You got to be careful with who you go up against. Sometimes Sometimes a small retreat is a good thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's not worth that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely not worth the hassle. So, the casino winning hard. Yeah. Because I do think Kino Casino knows that, they have most of the internet on their side because they don't like when people flag. They don't like when people use the YouTube system to flag people. They don't like that shit. Even, I'll give you, Joe, here's a little bit of insight. Remember the issue I had back in 2024 with Keemstar, where people thought that Keemstar had taken down my channel? Dude, I had about 30 content creators. I had people from Kiwi Farms message me and said, you know, you need help. Do you want us to do something? You know, because they thought that Keem was using his power to take down my channel and get me demonetized. You know, and I talked to them and I was just like, no, it's not. It wasn't Keem. You know, I spoke with people at YouTube, you know, but, you know, it's me that people despise, don't like me. And they came to my back because they were like, you know, I had people basically message me and say, I don't like you, I don't agree with you, but I don't think it's cool that Keemstar is doing this to you. how can we help? And I was just like, no, I appreciate it. We're good. It's fine. You know, don't worry about it. You know, to the point where I had people pissed off that I wouldn't do anything. They were like, dude, why aren't you doing? Why aren't you fighting back? I was like, look, he didn't do it. You know what I mean? I was able to confirm it wasn't him. You know, it was other circumstances, and I can't hold him accountable for it. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's going on now. I think the internet at large is siding with Kino Casino. So that's probably why they're going at Jeremy hard. They're hoping that the pressure from the internet will make Jeremy back down. So that's what they're hoping for. So yeah, I'm all about free speech. I mean, the Kino Casinos should be able to say whatever the fuck they want to say about Jeremy. And if Jeremy doesn't like it, then he has a platform where he can shit all over them, or he can ignore it. There you go. That's the way you handle it, Jeremy. You don't use the flagging system to shut people down. That's really stupid. Yes, everyone's a moderator, brother.
DSP have that power.
He is the king, right? I know my buddy.
The king of begging.
I know my buddy Spaceman.
Oh, here it is. See, I told you, Wings can't help himself.
He is the king, right? I know my buddy.
The king of begging.
I know my buddy Spaceman loves him some Dark Side Field.
Oh yeah.
Alright, they're landing up top.
Yes.
Come back over to you guys.
I didn't go to see it. I didn't go to see it. I was in the Florida Keys, but I did watch it on TV. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Not bad. Didn't know it was the absolute hottest spot.
Yeah, you need to email DSP you're sorry, Lego, in a formal way.
It doesn't matter on Rumble. You're on Rumble. Rumble doesn't give a fuck. Rumble is like Kick. So even if people flag his stream or whatever on Rumble, it's not going to do anything. YouTube, I mean, he's a 1 million+ sub channel. Not sure how much flagging is going to do to his, the channel. I don't know. And again, like I said, if Jeremy really wants to press them, I think he might have the clout to do it. So again, sometimes you gotta look at who you're fighting. You gotta look at the reach. You know what I mean? You gotta look at those things. You gotta be very. I'll give you an example. Like, I crap all over DSP because I know he can't do shit. Phil can't do shit at all. If I say something and I insult him, he's gonna sulk and be pissed off and pissy, but he really can't do shit. Now, if I decide to turn my sights on someone much bigger that actually has some clout, like Akeem or something like that, then I gotta be careful, because they have the clout and they know the people and have the resources where they can kind of, make it difficult for me. So again, sometimes you got to be very careful with who you target and who you decide to go to war with.
Make sure you put a proper header on it. Phil does not read messages without a proper header. And it needs to be sent to his email.
Way to step it up.
Yes, that's right.
Only mission reward I care
Doody,
about.
Wings.
What?
Wings said DSP DM7. I don't know what the fuck they said, but yeah, that's what you told me. So.
Oh fuck! Damn it!
Damn, you're in there.
No, they were all over the outside. I just gonna turn.
Yeah, you don't go. Defense Nexus is a fucking.
Health left.
You get shot at by the fucking crane. Like, where?
Oh, I love that intro. Yeah, did you see the new intro Doody made where you got in trouble?
I was trying to get Spaceman to convince Wings to watch my intro, where it's him in it, and he tells the I'm sorry intro, the one at the very beginning. I was trying to get Spaceman to get Wings to watch it. He didn't watch it though. I was pretty annoyed about that.
Hang on.
Oh shit! He's just behind the silo.
There's nothing I can do. I'm getting shot from the crane and everything.
Oh.
Dude, stop shooting me from the fucking crane.
No, I wasn't.
How are the parakeets doing, dude? I haven't read any news on them in a while.
Look at Wings. Look at Wings. He's trying so hard not to see anything.
Res, you ever going to join the Discord?
Compiling. I bet they are. Those things live like fucking what, 50, 60 years? Or is it like 20? But they're not doing that, so.
I think Destiny would be fine if it was a single player focused game. But I don't like Bungie shooting mechanics.
Dude, Wings should be again. It's Phil's birthday today. It's Phil's birthday today.
He should be on the May 1st birthday anniversary stream.
Because Wings can pop on over real quick. And, like,
We'll all
make a
say
special
congratulations. It's the 10th year anniversary this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Y'all talking about May 1st burst? That's next month.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the 10-year anniversary.
I love that everyone on the internet knows what the May 1st burst is. Everyone knows the anniversary of Phil wanking off. Even people that don't even follow trolls or locals. When you say May 1st, most people automatically know what you're talking about. It's great.
Someone correct me, please. Yep, it is. It's the 10-year anniversary. That's a milestone.
Dude, Wings. Ask Phil to go up.
Look at his face. You can tell he wants to go in it and make fun of Phil. Come on, Wings, man. Loosen up. If Phil could shit all over you, brother, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, okay? You shouldn't feel like you need to stifle what you have to say because you're worried that Phil's going to send you a fucking message yelling at you. Fuck him. Fuck DSP and fuck his 2 a.m. DMs about how you hurt his pussy, okay? Fuck him. Say what you want, Wings. Your Wings of fucking redemption, brother. You've been around since, I don't know, since the internet was first conceived. Okay? You were probably beating off the AOL porn, okay? You're the man, Wings. Say what you want to say. Don't feel constrained because you hurt DSP's feelings, man. Just say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Be a special guest on his late night segment.
Of the May 1st burst coffee break, come on now.
Actually, just ask him if we could all be on. Ask him if we could all be on.
I think Phil messages Wings a lot. And I think what he does is just like, okay, so if you remember the PPP and DSP DMs, where what he tried to do was he tried to guilt, trip him, where he tried to, trauma dump on his ass. I have a feeling what happens is DSP, whenever DSP decides he wants to go in and on Phil, right, and shit all over him, Phil sends an email and says, oh, I'm just messing around. It was just a joke. It was just parody, whatever. And Wings is like, whatever. When Wings decides he wants to shit on DSP for jokes or whatever, I have a feeling that Phil messages him and trauma dumps on him. Oh, don't talk about Panda Lee because my wife, whenever she hears Panda Lee, she gets upset. She goes downstairs and she cries. You don't want to, don't make my wife upset. When you talk about the May 1st burst, it makes my wife go downstairs and cry. Bro, that's what he does. And then Wings feels bad. He's like, all right, I don't want to make your wife upset. But I'm pretty sure that's what he does. Yes, manipulation taxes. 100% that's what he does. So Wings feels bad, and that's why he doesn't do it. The problem is that if DSP should hold that same standard, where if he doesn't want Wings talking shit about him or making fun of him, then DSP should give him the same respect and avoid doing that shit too. He doesn't need to talk about his obesity. He doesn't have to talk about his eating habits. He doesn't have to offer him any fucking suggestions, tell him to stop drinking soda. You don't need to tell him who he can and can't talk to. Fuck you, Phil.
He should join Wings' Discord and be in the gulag, and we all say happy anniversary.
Yeah, be like, Wings should join and be like, can my buddies join? That's what he calls us, is Wings' buddies.
I mean, that's not incorrect.
Be like, yo, can my buddies hop on in here too?
Yeah, buddies.
Who's gonna take the day off?
Phil, you gotta take May 1st off.
He took off last May 1st like a bitch he is. It's the 10-year anniversary. I'm pretty sure he's going to take off May 1st. When's May 1st? Does anyone know when May 1st lies on? I know it doesn't fall on Saturday. So let's see. Let me look at my calendar here. All right, so looking at my calendar, May 1st is a Friday. So I have a feeling what he's going to do is he's going to take the 2-day off thing. He's going to take off Friday and Saturday and, of course, blame his horse wife and say that she has to go to appointments or whatever. That's what's going to happen. I'm calling it now. May 1st and May 2nd, DSP will take off those 2 days and blame his horse wife.
Hey, I don't give a fuck.
I know Rich is going to do something like 12 hours.
That's a good grab on that intel case.
That's probably Rich's best income day of the year.
Excellent. Way to hit Pater. Intel like this.
By the way, we are going to be doing a May 1st marathon. We are going to be celebrating. It is the 10-year anniversary of the May 1st burst. Let's do a round of applause for the May 1st burst. That's right, 10 years. 10 fucking years. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when you go into Wings' chat, make sure you call him a cuck for being submissive to DSP.
Review Tech USA is so boring to watch.
Yeah, apparently, Doody, I whisper and wear false statements, so... Like, okay. I guess I whispered all the drunk comments you made under, Officer's channel. Alright. Guess I'm just a bullshitter.
You whispered?
Hmm?
They said you whispered?
They said yeah, he said I whispered, false things in fucking Wings' ear.
I mean, what did we say that was false, bro?
He said, just things we tell him.
I'm just 6, bud.
Fucking get sniped on a building 6.
Oh.
Because every map plays, bottleneck fashion.
Isn't it that, Doody, how he calls that an enabling, even though he's like one of the biggest enablers on the fucking planet?
Who enables Phil? His wife?
No, Phil enables his fucking wife. He's a fucking manipulator and enabler.
Come on, Wings. Look at him shaking. He wants to say something so bad.
I don't really know like that. I guess you know it.
Uncle Phil, what have I done wrong today?
No, Wing Scheme Center.
I just don't see how people think I'm this terrible, no good, very bad person.
What are you talking? I don't think you're there.
No, it's just... no, nothing.
Come on, Wings, man. Say it, brother. Say it.
Question, but who do you think's worse, you or DSP overall?
Wings already said he thinks DSP's worse, right? Or,
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
you,
DSP's done worse than I have.
Agree.
All I've ever done is say some shit out of pocket on a fucking podcast. DSP's actively, took money in for one thing and then spent it on another.
Is that the only thing?
That's the only thing I hold against him. That's the only thing I hold against him.
I think he starts taking my panda.
I can forgive him for that and have understanding because, he's an addict.
Bro, but dude, you gotta admit though, him talking to Panda Lee right out of high school.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about that shit.
Honestly, I don't really know much about that.
Why is there a couch you can drive?
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Hardline couch, baby.
Again, Wings and Phil are both terrible people. I'm not defending Wings at all. Okay, I hope nobody thinks I'm defending him. My thing is just, I think Phil should just shut the fuck up. He shouldn't talk about anybody. He shouldn't have any opinion on anyone. As much as a shit person DSP is, he should not be talking about anyone or anything. He should just mind his business and do what he wants to do. Sit there on his little fucking pitiful stream to 130 people, and rattle your cup, DSP, okay? That's what you should do. That's what you should do with every stream you do. You should just shut the fuck up and not talk about anyone.
God damn, Wings, grab us.
Hey, don't go fast. You want the pillow?
It's a reskin golf cart. That's what it is.
Nah, I heard everybody talking. I heard Kino Casino verifying it.
I'm not really. Just that one thing I really don't know too much about.
See, Doody knows it, and all the time.
Yeah,
Doody.
Yeah, that shit's weird.
What's weird?
Panda.
The whole Panda Lee thing.
I know, I've always dated women my fucking age.
Bill was going into his early 30s. He was late 20s when he did it.
What's up, Greg?
I got 2 on me.
That is true, Andrew. That is true. I wonder if she knew. I think she knew who DSP was too. Am I right about that?
I'm sure she did, but I don't know enough about this to speak on it. I'll just be talking out my ass.
But hearing it though,
one front.
I think it's weird when dudes date fucking young girls to begin
I got
with.
one on me. Fuck.
Above us. Watch your top. Watch your top.
Oh God, get stuck on a fucking light.
One down. Whole team. Fuck.
Get your gun up. Get your gun up. Shit, I got someone.
That's just how it goes.
Why you stream that shit?
Well, looking at it for what you know, a dude.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about this shit, dude. This is what gets me in trouble. I don't want to talk about drama.
Bro, you spent 2 years on Local Live. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't want to talk about drama. Come on, Wings, man. Good God, man. Again, I think what it is he doesn't want to get a 10-page DM from Phil guilt tripping him. And you know that's what he did. As soon as he saw this video, as soon as Phil saw this video, he sent them a long, lengthy fucking DM about how his wife was downstairs neighing and crying.
No, it's not trouble and Phil. It's like dudes know that everything I say gets put under a microscope and like recorded and written down and everything else. And like they ask me these topics that are just going to push drama further. And I don't want to push drama. I don't.
I can't take this shit no more.
That is a good find on those classified materials. Way to step it up.
Wayne, you can't keep letting Phil treat you like this? I'm good, man. Phil is the least of my concern in my life right now.
How is Phil treating you any way?
He all he did was like a react video of content that paints me in a bad light. Phil.
Yes, again, Wings. You didn't like. Okay, look. If Wings thought it wasn't a big deal and be like, oh, he was just joking, whatever. He didn't say that. He knew specifically that he painted him in a bad light. He trash talked him. He spent 3 hours shitting on him. He didn't make fun of his wife, but he essentially called his wife a feeder and an enabler. You know what I mean? I thought families were supposed to be off limits, Phil. Well, I thought you didn't like it when people talked about your wife. So why are you talking about his wife? Why? You don't like it when people, say shit about your wife and talk about her weight and all this shit, right? You don't like that. So what justifies you to talk about Kelly and call her a fear and all this shit? Like, why do you think you can do that? And again, it's just rules for me, rules for thee. He thinks the rules, his standards don't apply to him. It applies to everyone else, but it doesn't apply to him. And that right there, the hypocrisy is just insane.
Did nothing.
Whole channel's dedicated to you.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing.
That.
It's like there's so many. There's not a day goes by people don't try to like make me out to be the second coming of Satan.
Hello.
Hello.
Wings of Redemption, and the only detractor channel that's worth watching is Doody Streams.
Shout out, brother, shout out. That's right. Nothing beats a Wings of Redemption shout out. People think that was AI. That wasn't AI. I actually DM'd Wings once and told him if he could make that for me. And he did. He started laughing and he said, okay, not a problem. Yeah. Doody watches the telenovelas. They're good. They're excellent. All right. I want to watch the video real quick of him crashing out about Wings of Redemption. Here it is right here. No, wait a minute. Unrecorded back segment. Feel good track right over Zempic. No. There is it. Where the hell is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. This was a couple of days back, but let's watch it because it's pretty good.
She makes like video content of old games.
I'm sorry, baby.
Alright, if you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
Because you're being insane loud.
I am. I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I gotta feel in trouble.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
My wife
baby.
wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you can't shatter our worldview that you said it comes in denim, because all these years we're making these remixes of it where we had segments where they said it comes in denim. We even made music videos with denim in it. Yeah, but you're an idiot. That's not what I said. If you even look at the YouTube transcript, the subtitle doesn't say it comes in denim because they know it's just marble mouth.
It comes in denim,
you made it up.
denim,
and then you groupthinked it into existence, and you were all wrong. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Anyway, this is boring because he just watches it and then he says, "Oh, so that's the meme or whatever."
Story. Give it a backstory. I never understood why the homeboy fucking beat his dick in front of his fucking setup. Like, you have a whole fucking house you can beat your dick in. I mean, you got a whole fucking wife you can beat your dick in.
I've told the story. See, this is how misinformed he is. He says, you have a wife. I wasn't married then. I wasn't married then at all. I've already explained. That was during
He's
a breakup.
wifeless.
Like, we were in the midst of essentially, we were still living together and we were kind of broken up. but we weren't. You know what I'm saying? So it really wasn't a relationship. It was kind of a messed up situation because we were stuck living together. You know what I mean? And then this room was kind of my sanctuary away from everywhere else in the house. You know, my ex was there. This was the only place where I actually had privacy. He thinks this happened like a few years ago when I was married. Dude, it happened 10 years ago. But do you understand about Wings? He doesn't understand anything, and he talks out of his ass. He has complete misinformation about it. He thinks this happened like 2 years ago when I was happily married here in the house. No.
No.
Not at all.
No.
You over here beating your dick in front of your fucking setup. That's ridiculous.
Again, just rolling with the meme, not understanding
I don't think
anything.
he ever dated a minor. I mean, like, you could throw the accusation that he told. You could throw the accusation that Panda Lee started talking to him when she was like 17.
No, the rumor is not true. So okay, so I was okay, all right. Let me put the rumor to rest. 1-2 who's Wings' DSP's with that Wings' moderator on Discord, or he runs the site on Discord. 1-2 is a friend of the channel. He told Wings to mod me, and Wings did. Wings modded me, right? But then Wings said, I'll mod you, but if Phil comes on the stream, you can't ban him. So then I said, I'm sorry, you gotta unmod me. Temptation is too strong. I can't do that, man. I'm sorry. I can't make that promise. So I asked him just to unmod me. Plus, all the shit that I get for being Review Tech USA mod years ago, I was just like, I don't want to hear that shit. People will shit on me for being a mod and all that. So he unmodded me. So no, I'm not a mod on his channel.
Another. Oh, now hold on. This is interfering. A contribution is interfering with the video. And
by the way, I hope everyone had a wonderful Easter. I did put a message out on my channel just wishing everyone a happy Easter. But I did want to say that I hope everyone had a wonderful Easter. Or Passover if you celebrate. Or Eid, whatever it is, the Muslim one. Not sure if I have too many Muslim watchers here, but whatever. Anyway, enjoy. Hope you guys had a great holiday.
Point that I want to react to.
Yeah, no. So okay, I wasn't a mod because I asked to be a mod. When back in 2024, I think it was, Review Tech USA went heavy into trolling Phil. Like it got really, really serious. So me, Snore Hogan, and a few other detractors would go on the Review Tech USA. And we would goad him into saying shit about Phil. And then we would clip it, right? And then he decided to mod me, Snore Hogan, and a few other people. That's what ended up happening. Not that we asked to be mods. And I think a couple years ago, he removed my mod chip. He did a mod purge. And I just never, I never went back. So I never got remodded.
Let's wait a second. I will shout that out. But I want to react to what he's saying here. Okay? So he's about to spout nonsense.
Me and Rich. I don't have any bitch. I don't have any beef with Rich. I don't have any beef with Rich. I think he's done a lot of stupid shit recently, and whenever he does stupid shit, I call him out. I think I'm pretty fair with Rich, and I think he would agree. Like when he does stupid regarded shit, I call him out. But I'm not one of those people that nitpick him every minute. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not me. I'll leave that to Ames and Kino Casino.
Okay, complete nonsense. I'm going to back up a few frames here. One of the dumb things that my detractors say, but no one who has a brain says, is that my ex, who, by the way, I've been broken up with since 2017. So we're talking, 9 years since she's been a part of my life or a part of my content, okay? My detractors' nonsensical story about it is that I talked to her before she was 18 years old, okay? And so I'm a groomer, and that's, I should never be forgiven for that or whatever. Of course, none of that's ever true. If you ever noticed, anyone who's reputable, who's done documentaries about me, doesn't talk about it because it's not true. Okay? Now, you might say, well, why don't you prove it? Well, number one, I don't have to prove anything. You made a farcical assumption or a farcical accusation.
By the way, Paul, remind me, we got to talk about King Sly. We got to talk about, matter of fact, let's do it right now. So King Sly T, anyone who is a connoisseur of detractor content, King Sly T is the GOAT. His channel got taken down. He actually lost his channel. So he does have a new channel now. I'm going to post a link to his new channel. If you like King Sly T, he does have a new channel. I mean, you can Google King Sly T, should come up. But if not, I'm gonna post a link on it on my channel. So I just want, what, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I want to do it now before I forget. Let me do it real quick before I forget. Give me 1 second. Does anyone in chat have the link? Does anyone have a link to Kingsley T's channel? Hold on a second. YouTube. Kingsley.
Okay. And so I'm a groomer, and that's, you know, I should never be forgiven for that or whatever. Of course, none of that's ever true. If you ever noticed, anyone who's
here it is. I think this is it. Is this it? Hold on a second. Is this his channel? I think this is it. This was his backup, I think. Is this the one that he's... I think this is it. All right, this is it. Here it is. Here it is. All right, so you guys know my homie King Sly. He's a friend of the channel. Yeah, if you follow his content, whatever, he is back. He's not streaming as much. I think he's ramping up the channel again. But you know, he's gonna be streaming again. Give him a sub. You know, if you like his content, please give him a sub. He's a good dude. He's a friend of the channel. We enjoy him. Definitely give him a sub. I'm not sub to him? Yeah, okay. I'm not sub to this channel. But I did tell him I was going to give him a big shout out today. So if you guys can, give him some love. He's a good dude. He's a friend of the channel, and we just want to support his endeavors. All right? Alrighty, guys.
With no evidence. You have no evidence I ever spoke to my ex when she was underage. Zero. Okay? Here's the truth of the situation. She DM'd me on YouTube back when there actually were DMs on YouTube. That's how long ago this was. Okay? She was already 18, and we started talking behind the scenes, and then later on, the next year, we started dating, okay? She was 18 the first time I ever talked to her.
That's not true. That's not true, Phil. There's a thread out there, and I can't find it, where they actually dug into it. I think it was a Kiwi Farms thread. They dug into it, and they looked at the timeline, because apparently Phil didn't know that while she was messaging you, Phil, she was also messaging Review Tech USA. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that when Panda Lee was talking to DSP, she was also talking to Review Tech USA? That's right. Yes, she was. She was talking to both of them. Apparently, she had a thing with ugly, fat, balding YouTubers. That's right. Yes. And I gotta find that thread, and we have to go through it. But essentially, it showed that she was watching the channel when she was 17. She was around 17 years old, probably earlier than that. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, Review Tech USA has commented on the whole her age thing. Where I don't know if Rich talked to her or not, but I know that it was out there that she was messaging both Rich and Phil at the same time. And apparently Phil gave her the attention she wanted, and you know, the romance flourished from there. Okay, so again, Phil, be very careful with these statements. All right, and the other thing that he loves to do is he loves to say, "There's no proof. There's no proof out there. Show me the proof." Okay, brother, I'm pretty sure that you have some proof out there that would show that you guys first started talking when she was 18, right? Right, Phil?
I never would have entertained conversation with someone who was underage in any capacity.
17.
Like, you understand?
She was around 17.
That's the truth. And you might say, well, why don't you prove it? How do you prove it? What are you talking about? We talked in YouTube DMs. Why should I have to prove it? Nothing was ever done in the wrong. No evidence has ever come out anywhere that I've ever done anything wrong. In fact, of everything that I've ever done in my life, all the mistakes I made, the one thing I ever did, I never made mistakes with women. I was never loose. I never talked to underage girls.
You was never loose? Whoa, what do you mean you were never loose, Phil? What are you talking about? Are we talking about some pegging fetish here? Okay.
Never heard me any accusations that I beat a woman, right? None of it. That's the one thing you can say. I was a racist. I was a sexist. I said awful things on YouTube. I begged for money, right? You can say all this bullshit, but you can't ever accuse me of stuff with women because it never happened. Literally never, ever in my life have I ever done anything wrong when it comes to women, period. Okay? That's just the truth, all right? Now, the accusation is I talked to her when she was underage or whatever, right? He's going to talk completely nonsensically about this. 100%. He's going to talk out of his ass, all right? Out of his ass. He's going to have no idea what he's speaking of, and then he's going to get clipped and look like an idiot. Now people will hear him saying that and then think the bad thing about me, right? Okay.
So wait a minute, wait a
Like
minute.
17.
So wait a minute, Phil. So it almost seems like you look bad, not that he looks bad. What are you talking about? He's going to look bad and look stupid. We're talking about this. He's giving an opinion on what he thinks. He looks at the situation, he looks at the timeline, and he believes, or at to some extent, he believes that she was not of age. And even if it's true, Phil, that she was 18, that's still disgusting. She was 18. Let's benefit of the doubt here. She was 18, and you were how old, Phil? Almost 30 years old. Really, Phil? That alone is just foul and despicable. That alone is just foul and despicable right there. And then you couple the fact that, you know, she lived in PA, he was in Connecticut. He used to make her visit him all the time, so she would have to take the train up to Connecticut all the fucking time. And then decided to take her away from the only family she ever knew in Pennsylvania, right? And again, she was very young, and decided to move her 3,000 miles away from any friends and family that she may have had here, or where they lived at. I mean, come on, Phil, that's not normal, okay? And again, that's giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's not lying, that she was 18.
All right, hold on. See, I didn't go far enough. Let's go back here. There you go.
That he told you could never dated a minor. I mean, like there.
Here you go.
I don't think he ever dated a minor. I mean, like you could throw the accusation that he told you could throw the accusation that Panda Lee started talking to him when she was like 17.
Nope, she was 18. Again, I wouldn't have entertained it if she was underage.
Right. I'll believe that. Right. But like, that was like.
Careful, Wings. I know what you want to say
I don't
here.
know the whole story.
You're right. You don't.
He was gonna say. I know what Wings was gonna say. Wings was gonna say that was 16 years ago or 15 years ago. Like that made a difference.
So why are you talking about it? If you don't know the whole story, why would you even bring it up? You're on a public stream.
Why not?
Everyone watches you and clips you.
Why do you bring up his weight? Why do you bring up his wife? Why do you bring up working with Keemstar? Why do you bring up all those things? Because you want to talk about them. So why doesn't Wings have the same right to talk about whatever the fuck he wants to talk about?
So why are you saying this right now? Why not just say, I literally don't know the story at all. I'm not going to speak to it. Let's move on.
I don't know the whole story with that. But I would believe the Panda Lee, he started talking to Panda Lee when she was 17. I would believe that.
Well, it's false.
But to call like his like 5-year relationship with this thing dating a minor is stretching it.
Well, what? Wait a minute, Wings. Now, okay, I'm gonna shit on you, Wings, for this, brother. If you just said right now that you're willing to believe that she was 17 when he was almost 30 years old, right? You're gonna say that, but then literally like right after that, you're gonna say that. Well, I wouldn't say that their 5-year relationship wasn't real. Stop, Wings, please stop. Good God, man. Icy, what's up, Icy? How you doing, brother? There is a VOD that Panda talks about her family called his. Oh yeah. There is. Yes, there is. It was one of the things that she was doing where they didn't like her. They didn't like Phil at all. And trust me, I mean, I'm not sure what's going on there, but if I was Panda Lee's dad, and I heard that some 30-year-old person, even if she was 18, shit, I would have been driving up to Connecticut myself and having a one-on-one conversation with this motherfucker. No, that wouldn't be cool with me. No, yeah, there would be fits of cuffs. There'd be a lot of that. Yep, 2 grown men would be fighting over an 18-year-old or a 17-year-old.
Because she wasn't a minor. At any moment that I ever spoke to her or knew her, she was never a minor. End of discussion. So why are you talking about it on your stream? Then it gets clipped, and guess what the title of the video is? So there you go.
Because I'm almost remembered that was between Panda Lee and Kat. Like that was when he was single.
Wrong. He's talking about the incident. Wrong. It was 2016, and it was during the time when, again, my ex was living here still, but we were basically broken up. We weren't spending time together. We weren't doing anything romantic whatsoever.
Oh, okay, let me stop that right there, Phil, because you were talking to Panda Lee you were talking to Kat while Panda Lee was still there. Don't forget that, Phil. Don't forget that. You were talking to Kat while you and Pandali were still living together, but, you know, had this weird relationship where you were kind of broken up. Let's not forget about that. And let's not forget that her and Superwoman were still living together while you were talking with her, Phil. So again, you know, he tried to make it seem like he did nothing wrong in that whole situation whatsoever, when I can clearly highlight several scummy shit that he did. First of all, even though, you know, maybe he was broke, whatever, they were, you know, they weren't with each other, but they were still living under the same household. He was still talking to another woman while that relationship still wasn't resolved. And the woman he was talking to was living with another guy. Okay? So, I mean, the whole thing is disgusting and foul, Phil. Okay?
However, we essentially were moving on, but we were still kind of in the house living together. So we actually were having a lot of tension and stuff. So again, this room was the one place in the house I got to stay away. See?
Yeah, the one thing that he screwed up with Pandali was he didn't fatten her up. That's the one thing. He should have fattened up Pandali. If he would have fattened up Pandali, she probably would still be there.
That's why he was riding the hand.
Nah, but DSP did. DSP was always doing sketchy shit, bro. Like,
what are you talking about? Like
what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Snore.
Who is that? Is that Lego? Who is that saying that? Who the fuck are you? You don't know what you're talking about. You're a complete fucking empty-headed buffoon. You know nothing about me. You watch detractor videos. You hang out with people who watch detractor restreams. You regurgitate the memes, and you have absolutely no evidence of any of it, but you believe it because you're a fucking idiot. Then you come on your buddy's stream, you repeat the meme, and now he looks like an asshole. When you say this on his stream, you hurt him. Not me. Him.
No, they hurt you, Phil. Because you're the one sitting here crashing out. That's Lego and Spaceman are the two guys that play with wings on stream, and they don't like Phil. So every time they stream, they start bringing up the tractor memes. That's why he's pissed off at them. So what he's trying to convince Wings to do is to stop being friends with them. Stop being friends with them because they're harming you. They're harming your reputation because they want to make fun of Phil and Pandali being 17.
He's the one getting clipped talking about it. He's the one getting detractor content out of it now. It's your fucking fault, you dunce. Stop bringing up toxic shit on his streams because it hurts him. I'm immune to it because it's bullshit. My fans don't care about this nonsense. They don't believe the detractor memes because they're not fucking morons. But he's the one who ends up looking bad. Are you not smart enough to understand that? No, you're not. You're an idiot. That's why you sound like one, and that's why you act like one. Wise the fuck up and stop hurting your buddy by talking about this shit on his stream. You are literally there to play a game. Outside of that, shut the fuck up about drama. You incredible idiot. You're hurting it. Good God. Okay. We got shout-outs to do here. Maybe the clip to finish. Should we do some shout-outs? And then we'll move on to another clip. So we've got Raw Wings restreaming you. Did a $2 super chat and says, hey, Arby does reaction videos of Lummox, him next. Well, Hey Arby does a lot of reaction. He reacts to me, too. He does a lot of stuff.
Shout out Hey Arby.
I don't really care about people who do react stuff if it's actual legit reacting to stuff that I do. If I'm on a stream and I'm saying and doing dumb shit and you want to react to it, I don't care. What I care about is people who literally make shit up.
You masturbated on stream, brother. So that's free game. Thanks for letting me know.
Right? Like someone says I said something I did not say. Someone who perpetrates the meme that Phil is a groomer and did stuff with underage girls that never happened. That's the harmful shit. If you just want to fucking make fun of me for dumb shit I say and do on the stream, who cares? You know? I don't think that like a guy like Hey Arby is harmful to me. I really don't. I don't feel that at all. Fuck it. As long as you're not outright saying harmful stuff that's not true. But hey, you want to say I suck at Street Fighter and I talk shit and I'm a loser at that? Go for it. You want to say...
Phil, we can say whatever the fuck we want to say. All right? And I'm going to prove it. Phil, I believe that Pandali was 17 when you courted her. I believe that you're a PDF. Okay? All right, there you go, Phil. That's what you did. You're a PDF. You groomed this poor child. You took her away from her family. You manipulated her, and that's what you did. Because when you're 30 years old dating a 17-year-old, a 17-year-old doesn't have the mental capacity or the capability to make those life-altering decisions. And yeah, I blame you. I also blame her parents. You know, God knows what the fuck they were thinking. But that's what you did, Phil. And there's nothing out there that will ever change my mind. The only thing that may change my mind is that if you can convince Pandali to come on stream and make a statement about it, and she can state that she was 18, which I doubt she would probably do that. I doubt she would do that, just for the simple fact that she doesn't want to deal with your bullshit. And even if it were true that she was 17, she's probably older now, and she knows that that doesn't make her look great. So she may say that she's 18 even with that. So there's nothing you can say there, Phil. All right? And you sitting here trying to console Wings and trying to give him counsel and try to tell him what he can and he can't do. Fuck off. Okay, Phil? You have no room to talk to anyone, to scold anyone, to tell anyone how to run their business, right? You know, you love to tell people not to tell you how to run your business. Well, Wings of Redemption has a business. So who are you to tell him what to do and say? If you don't like that he's criticizing you or talking about these topics, Phil, that's your problem. So one, you can just react to it and keep crashing out like you always do, which I enjoy, or you could just ignore it. You could do one of those two things, Phil. That's all you can do. But you trying to convince this man to shut up and not say anything negative about you, you need to kick rocks with that.
Hey, I beg too much. Go for that. Fuck it. That's at least partially truthful. Not something you completely fabricated.
Partially
just
truthful.
Repeated to the point that people believe it and it's not true, right? Okay.
By the way, you know the other funny thing about the whole Pandali 17 thing? You notice? I find it very... it's a big coincidence that he says, well, she wasn't 17. She was 18, right? To me, it would be a little bit more believable if he came and said, no, she wasn't. She was 19 or she was 20, right? No, she's 18. The convenient legal limit. She's 18. I always found that to be very weird. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you lie to your parents. When your parents said, have you been drinking? And they can smell the alcohol. And they say, how much did you have to drink? And you say, oh, I had 1 beer. When you really had like 4 beers, okay? But you would think having the 1 beer is not as bad as having, the 3 beer. It sounds very similar, okay? It doesn't. No, even, like I said, even if I'm willing to give Phil the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, she was 18, you're still disgusting. You're still a scumbag. You still manipulated this girl, because that's what she is. You manipulated her. You convinced her to move in with you. And then you dragged her 3,000 miles away to a state where she has no friends, no family, nothing, no job, no nothing. And convinced her that that was the thing to do. Right? And then did the same thing with your future wife. Convinced her to move from Michigan to Seattle and to move in with you. And move her away from anyone and anything she ever knew.
I see someone has a bunch of sock accounts on the YouTube side and keeps saying the same exact shit over and over. Right? Pretty dumb. All right. So.
All right. There you go. All right. Shout out to Hey Harvey. Hey Harvey got a nice shout out there. There's a third option. He can just get off the internet. Yeah, you can do that too. You can get a real job. Correct, Vanguard. Correct. Third option. There are multiple options. But one of the options isn't sitting there crashing out because you don't like someone talking about a subject that hurt your feelings. I'm sorry, Phil. It's the fucking internet. God, he's such a bitch. Ugh. All right, let's see here. All right, so we covered that. I think pretty much we covered everything. I'm not even going to cover the whole LTG thing because that was the worst piece of content I ever saw. I'm just going to say this about the whole April 1st nonsense. Anyone that tries to come here and convince me, that DSP isn't a drama streamer, that DSP isn't about the money, you know what? You really need to get the fuck out of here. I'm not buying it. I'm not agreeing to it. The man is just a scumbag. He's just as bad as everyone else out there, probably even worse. Because again, he tries to act like he's high and mighty. He's the moral police and he can do no wrong. Okay? That stream, that April 1st stream, was one of the worst pieces of content I ever saw. And again, because he needs money, let's not forget, April's tax season, because he needs money, he will throw away his principles. He will throw away anything that, any semblance of honesty, he would just throw that out the window so that he can get the one payday. And then crashes out about him when people call him out and say, well, I'm Dark Side Phil. I can do whatever I want, and you're going to like it. Okay, then you're going to like me criticizing you about it and calling you a scumbag. All right? Because if I like the fact that you like doing low-cal content, you like being a misery merchant, and you like talking shit about people, then you're going to like it when I criticize you and call you out for that behavior, okay? So you're going to like it. And you're going to eat it. All right, Phil? Good God, man. That was just terrible shit. Let me go back and look at it real quick. Again, when you take off for a couple of days, man, you miss so much in the vortex with DSP. What's this?
If I want to do a whole day of this kind of content, I'll do it. If
here it is. Here it is. Perfect. This is perfect.
It doesn't matter if I act well or if I was hypocritical. Dude.
Oh, here it is. Perfect. This is exactly what leads to my segment. Here it is.
Aloof Liberty. Who else? Greed Jar. Snow Carl's son.
Here it
wow,
is.
His son is here. Interesting. Okay. Virtual Boy defeats DSP. Here's the deal. He goes, remember, the next time a creator comes after you, you can hide behind it being a joke, but it was hypocritical. Dude, I want you to understand something.
Got him.
To
Got
one
him.
time elaborate on it because I don't want to talk about it all day. Okay.
And by the way, proceeds to talk about it the whole day.
It doesn't matter.
Ooh,
what
new
I
documentary.
Say. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter how I act. It doesn't matter if I make a mistake or if I do something funny and great. It doesn't matter if I act well or if I misbehave. No matter what I do, people clown on it. Okay?
Got it. Thank you, brother.
No matter what DSP does, it's never good enough. Okay? Therefore, if I choose to do something,
an hour
I can
long,
fucking do it. All right? If I want to do a whole day of this kind of content, I'll do it. If I choose to never do it again, I can also do that. I'm the master of my own destiny. It doesn't matter. No matter what I do, everyone's going to say it's wrong anyway, so I don't give a shit. Okay? Quite frankly. Everyone's like, oh, it's hypocritical. No. What's hypocritical is that the entire internet can dunk on me, but then if I ever try to dunk back, that's not allowed. Actually, it's the opposite, because you all dunk on me. I can dunk on any one of you at any point for any reason, and you'll like it.
Phil, does he not understand what the word hypocrisy means? What's going? No one says, Phil, that you can't do drama content. I don't think anyone's ever said, Phil, you can't do drama content. No one's ever said that, Phil. The problem, or I think what most people criticize you, Phil, is you're being a hypocrite about it. Because you love talking shit about people that do that for a living. You like talking shit about Kino Casino, Keemstar, Locale, whoever, right? Misery merchants, you call them. You say that they make lowbrow content. It's not meaningful content. You shit all over them, right? But when you need that money to pay your bills and to pay your taxes, you're quick to jump on, the blood money. You're quick to take that blood money. Right, Phil? And I think that's what bothers most people is the hypocrisy. I know it bothers the shit out of me. So again, Phil, you can go ahead and make drama content. You can go ahead and take a sponsorship and kiss a game's butt, as you like to say. I don't give a shit. Just don't shit on other people when they do the same thing. Yes, exactly. The holier than thou thing. No one likes to be preached at, especially by a fucking gouty pig roach hypocrite. No one likes it. And of course, people are going to fire back and throw it back in your face that you're being a hypocrite. God.
And in fact, the internet does like it. They enjoyed yesterday in droves. I've heard people coming by and saying, wow, I can't believe that he did that. That was something different, unexpected, and it actually was very entertaining. So if I feel...
The only people that did that were LTG trolls that, Hitler himself could resurrect and talk shit about LTG and they would find it funny. Those were the only people that were coming onto your streams, Phil, and saying it was funny. Everyone else thought you were being a hypocritical douchebag. Or they thought, you have no room to speak about LTG. You're far worse than LTG.
Feel like doing it, I will. Tough shit if you don't like it. The thing is, I don't want to do it all the time. Maybe once in a blue moon for variety or just to do something different. Or
when
for
you need that money.
Prank or whatever you want to say.
April Fool's prank.
I have the right to do what everyone else does to me.
Does this retard not know what a prank is? Does he not know how April Fool's works? Again, Phil, you really need to make friends, man. You need to get out of that hovel of a fucking office and make some friends. Go live your life, man. Really, go live your life. Go make some friends and just understand how just normal life works. he doesn't even know what an April Fool's joke, how that works. He doesn't. Buggy April Fool's mechanic over here.
And if you don't like that, tough shit. I don't care about your opinion. You're irrelevant. All right?
He only said it was a prank when 90% of the internet said you're a hypocrite. When 90% of his chat and the internet said you're a fucking hypocrite, brother. Do you not hear yourself? Listen to yourself. You are a fucking hypocrite. Then, and when LTG called him gay, when he messaged him and said, why are you talking about me? Like, why do you have this obsession about some random black guy on the internet? You're gay. Then he came out and said, well, it's just an April Fool's joke. Okay, Phil.
Period. I've been around. I did my dues, dude. 18 years as a creator, 14 years getting dunked on. I can do whatever the fuck I want. There's nothing.
No, brother, you're still getting dunked on, and that's never going to change. All right, I don't give a fuck what you do, what you say. Yeah, go ahead and cure cancers. People are still going to dunk and shit all over you because you're a scumbag.
You can do about it. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah. Kat definitely wears the pants in the house. Brother, I'm pretty sure she calls him an idiot at least once a day.
Okay. Alrighty then. So.
Yes, being myself is an April Fool's joke.
Let's see what is everyone talking about today? What's the word on the street? Today we're doing a normal day of gameplay. For the record, it's going to be Pokemon Fire Red, which is going to be very chill vibes and good fun today. Lots of interactivity, lots of engagement, as always. What I'm wondering, will Pokemon Fire Red do better? Because it actually slowed down earlier this week during the, third stream? Which was a little disappointing. You know, I like Pokemon. Fire Red playthrough's been great for me to play the original Pokemon game, which I haven't played since the 90s. Again, Glorious Draven, I'm going to reiterate what I just said. I don't know how much better I can put it than this, okay? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, okay? If everyone wants to sit and dunk on me constantly and say DSP's a joke and DSP's a clown and DSP's this and DSP's that, well, then if DSP wants to do that right back, he has the fucking right. And you have no right to criticize. Now, I'm not going to do this all the time. In fact, I'm rarely going to do it. You know me, I ignore 99% of the bullshit that happens around me. I usually only really address it if someone directly brings it up in chat or if it's affecting my content. There's a
or
reason
I need money.
Stream or whatever.
Or I need money.
Going on. Outside of that, I don't care what anyone says or does about me. I ignore it all. Okay? So it doesn't affect the content.
Then why did you need to come out and do a full press court and say this was some big April Fool's joke? That none of it was serious. It was all April Fool's. You should have owned it. You should have owned it. You should have said, yeah, I shit all over LTG. Yeah, I shat all over fucking Wings of Redemption. And you're gonna like it. Eat a spoon. No, he didn't do that. He had to come back and crawl and cry and say it was just a joke, guy. I'm an alcoholic. Don't hit me. I'm an alcoholic.
Content today, it's a normal day. Yes, I'm sure we'll be talking about yesterday's April Fool's stuff, but outside of us just discussing it, we're not.
Notice how he keeps bringing up every time he brings up April Fool's.
I'm not going to be doing any more of that. I'm not going to be clowning on anyone today. That's not what we're doing. Today is nice, chill gameplay. And if that's what you're in for, if that's what you want to relax and have a good time and enjoy games together or whatever, you're in the right place. That's what DSP Gaming is all about. That's what it originated, what it was supposed to be, and that's what it is 18 years later. Okay? If you're into internet drama and all of that, this really isn't the right place for it, unless there's a rare occurrence where something happens like yesterday, which is a one-off special thing that I didn't even announce, yet still did well, and everyone seems to enjoy. Like I said, it's getting clipped. People are making videos about it all over the internet. It's cool. That's what it's all about, man. Everyone wants to talk about me. Well, I can talk about whatever I want to. It's only fair. Okay? So, that's that. All right? I'm sorry. There's no valid criticism of it. Because you say, oh, that's hypocritical. Yeah, but you all make
yeah,
fun
it
of
is
me.
hypocritical.
So, if you say it's
so his defense when people say it's hypocritical is, yeah, but you made fun of me. That's your defense, Phil? Again, he's not addressing the hypocrisy. You know what I mean? Like, he sits there and shits all over people that create drama content, that do this type of content for a living. He shits all over them, but when he does it, it's perfectly fine. Like, it's okay for him to dump all over Wings of Redemption, but if Wings of Redemption gets a question on his stream about Panda Lee, then, oh my god, it's a problem. How dare you? How dare you come and talk about my ex? How dare you talk about my wife? How dare, you know what I mean? Again, just a fucking hypocrite. I can understand if you never do drama content, Phil, and people shit all over you, right? And you were annoyed about that. I get that, because I would at least be able to say, well, all right, well, he doesn't do drama content, so okay, I get it. I can see his gripe. But the mere fact that you're a hypocrite and you do it, then you're a hypocrite. It just all comes down to, Phil, that not that you actually do this type of drama shit. The fact is that you won't own it and you're being a hypocrite.
Okay to make fun of DSP, then it's okay for DSP to make fun of anyone else, period. There's no...
Yes, and it's perfectly fine for people to make fun of you after you make fun of them. You see how the cycle works here, Phil? You can't crash out like you do. You need to just accept it or shut the fuck up.
No other argument. It's either it's good for everyone or it's good for no one. So should absolutely no one ever be doing this kind of crap on the internet?
Yeah, again, remember that statement. If it's either good for everyone or good for none. Okay, Phil, it's good for you to do this content. I'm all right with it. So the next time I hear you bitching about detractors and all this shit, I'm gonna throw it back in your face and say, wait a minute, you said if it was good for everyone, right? It's good for you too, right? You said that yourself. So stop shitting, stop bitching, stop crying about detractors. Just accept it and move on. If you got a problem with it, then maybe you should do another April Fool's stream where you shit on detractors. How about you do that, okay? And then just make more content for us to laugh and react to you and make fun of you. But you don't want to do that because, you're a bitch. What's up, Buffering?
Can everyone do it? It's one or the other. You got to accept it one way or the other, all right? Okay.
It goes the same way, buddy. You need to accept it or shut the fuck up. Right, Phil? You need to accept that the detractors are going to be here. They're going to clown you. They're going to make fun of you. And there's literally nothing you can do about it.
Regardless, don't listen to them complaining. Yesterday, the drama queens were loving it. Oh, I know. And that's the thing. I know how to lean into it. I know how to do it. I literally said a few days ago, what if I became a detractor? I'd be good at it. I know I'd be good at it.
No,
you
wouldn't, brother.
It just proves the few times that I do it that people are, that was actually pretty good. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, that's not me. As a person, that's not me. Like, every once in a while, sure, I'll speak my mind or whatever. But I just want to chill. I just want to hang out with you guys. I want to make positive content. I want to relax and enjoy games together. That's what I'm all about. All right? If every once in a while I want to dip my toe into the drama lake, I can do it. And I have the capability of doing it. I think it honestly works better when I don't do it all the time. If I did it every day, it would be tired, boring bullshit. But if you do it rarely, then it works, right? It's about being balanced. It's about doing it in moderation. So maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. All right, maybe I'll save it for April Fool's. Who knows?
Okay.
Right? The thing is,
okay. So in DSP's world, being a little toxic is okay
because I basically hugely surprised everyone with
nobody.
But
no one believes this shit. The only people that believe this shit is probably like Kevin Styles and the other Kevin. Those are the only two idiots that agree with this. Everyone else sees him being a fucking hypocrite.
I think that if I tried to do it again next year for April Fool's, it wouldn't be nearly as effective because I've already done it now once and it worked, right? So let's see what happens. But no, I'm not.
Look, Join Options gave a super chat and said, Phil, you're the one who was morally grandstanding, again, dunking on others for financial gain for the last year, not us. Yeah, it's 100%. Again, he doesn't. He ignores the core argument. The core argument, Phil, is that you're being a hypocrite. It would be perfectly fine for you to do this detractor content, to shit on people. It would be perfect. No one would complain about that, right? They'd laugh and and make fun of what you're saying, but they wouldn't have a complaint. They'd be like, all right, whatever. DSP is doing detractor content, cool. DSP is being a troll, cool. And they react to it. It's the moral grandstanding that people can't stand DSP, and he doesn't understand. He can't accept it. He can't accept it because if he does, he would have to admit that he's 100% in the wrong. And he's not going to do that because, of course, he does nothing wrong. He does everything correct.
And I'm good.
No, Phil's going to have an appointment on May 1st. He's going to have one of those rare 2 days off on Friday and Saturday.
There you go. Here's a good question. Why not swing at someone like Turkey Tom instead of someone that considers you a friend like Wings? Because Turkey Tom is irrelevant. Who the fuck is Turkey Tom? What has he done? Zero. There's nothing to talk about there. That's boring. No one gives a fuck about it.
Yes, we do. We do need more detractors. The more the merrier, brother. Thank you for the, I think the 20 check, I guess. I don't know. Thank you, brother. I do appreciate it. Yes, the more the merrier. My mission is to make everyone out there on the internet a DSP detractor. I will have nothing more than to have 800 DSP detractor videos in my feed every day. I would love that. DSP will do a special marathon May 1st, starting the stream same way. You know what I mean? If he had a monicum of a small bone of entertainment, he would do something like that. Like, dude, okay, if I was DSP, this is what I would do. Because you know he still has that fucking couch, right? You know he has that couch. What I would do is I would spend the night before the May 1st, and I'd set up the stream just like it was on May 1st. I'd get the couch, you know what I mean? I'd do all that, and then I would start up the stream and have the head tilted back and his O face, you know what I mean? That's what I would do. That's how I would start off my May 1st stream. And then just laugh it off and be like, I'm just kidding, blah, 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 blah. And then just do the stream like that. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. That's called owning the meme, Phil. Not the shit you do. If he does stream on May 1st, he's gonna crash out. He's gonna crash out because everyone's gonna make fun of him. RTU is gonna probably be streaming live that day. I'm gonna be streaming live that morning. Everyone will be on. All the detractors will be streaming, and that's gonna upset him. But he's just do the PS4 music. That would be funny too. But he's not gonna do that. He's gonna take off like the bitch he is.
By him, the drama comes from talking about other creators who have already talked shit. That's where the drama comes from, not some fucking nobody. That's why.
Did he literally say that Turkey Tom is a nobody?
Okay. Joint Options did a $5 super chat. He says, you're the one morally grandstanding against dunking on others, not us. Correct. And I still am.
Correct.
Okay, let me make this abundantly clear. Okay? I feel that people that all they do on the internet is dunk on others. They think they're better than everyone. They morally grandstand. They say, I'm better in...
Like you? You're the only one doing that, Phil. I'm not going around saying, DSP, you shouldn't do drama content because it's immoral. I'm not saying I encourage it. I encourage Phil to do more drama content.
Smarter than you and let me now felt you or let me criticize you or let me dunk on you. And this is their content. That's non-content. All right? Literally, that's the point I was making yesterday, but people aren't smart enough to figure it out. When I was saying, I'm the king and here's my royal edict and I judge you in the court, it was a joke.
You spent a year with that gimmick, Phil, because of Kino Casino. You dressed up on your Halloween marathon in 2024 as a king. So again, Phil, what are you talking about? Like, I love this motherfucker. He just loves just retconning everything. And he acts like people have short memories. Like, they can't remember what happened.
It was me emphasizing how dumb that content is that these people make every day. Most of the people who do that shit every day are the biggest fucking lolcows on the planet. Far worse than me, right? I mean, think about some of the things that they have done. Showing off their body parts and shit like that. Like, what? I don't do that stuff.
I'll call them out.
All right? But my mistakes, sadly, are accidents that happen that I have to live with. Not intentional.
Yeah, it was an accident that you messaged a 17-year-old. Yep.
Things I did because I'm a fucking moron, all right? They're worse than me, yet they think that they're...
Yes, and even if it's true, even if we give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you were 30 years old dating an 18-year-old, I'm pretty sure that was just an accident.
Better than everyone. They're not. I don't think that that's good content whatsoever. All right, yesterday I did one day of it. I got it off my chest. It's like I said yesterday. I described it like you have a craving for the McDonald's cheeseburger. Now you know that the burger isn't good for you. You know that ultimately you're going to feel like crap after you're done eating it. And you know that you shouldn't eat it, but you eat it anyway every once in a while just because you
went after
the craving.
Exactly. He didn't go after detractors. He went after locals. He went after his own people. It was black on black crime. That's essentially what it was. It was cow on cow crime.
I satiated the craving yesterday. We're good to go. We can now move forward positively. And every once in a while, if I want to go back to that well for variety purposes, for entertainment value, or just to fuck around, I can, and I have the right to do so. I've earned it with the scars that I got on my fucking back from all the whippings that I took from the internet for 14 plus years. And again, if you don't like it, I don't care. I don't care about your opinion because you're irrelevant. So thanks for $5.
Eat it. Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a
Someone
spoon.
took the buck and says,
so you can eat
100%
shit out of
after
my
all these years
fucking
of slander,
ass.
you should be allowed to detract just for a day. It's only fair that you get a slice of the pie. And you were fair. Your criticisms were observational. You weren't lying or using slander. Again, there's a difference between trying to actually observe as an outsider looking in or literally hamming it up over...
Bro, Phil, you were watching LTG's and Wing's detractor videos. You get upset when your dents watch detractor videos. You yell at people that watch detractor videos. You literally spent 10 hours doing the same exact thing, Phil.
Acting.
It wasn't like you watched a documentary about LTG or a documentary about Wings. No, you watch fucking Lummox and you watch Raw Dale or Red Dale, whatever the hell. That's who you watch. Drama. You watch detractor content, Phil. And didn't you say detractor content is the lowest form of content? It's non-tent.
What am I doing? It's $1. Overacting and or trying to cause a scene for sensationalist purposes. I didn't do anything yesterday to try to be sensational or over the top. I just wanted to be as matter of fact as
or entertaining.
Good. Okay.
All right, there you go. The crash out that we wanted. Oh my lord. All right, guys. Okay, I've been streaming for 3 hours. Dude, got 3 hours in. All right, I'm gonna 3.5 hours actually. I'm a little exhausted, brothers. I'm a little tired. I'm not used to doing this, and I'm still recouping, brothers. I'm still recouping. So I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna wage quit right now. Dude's gonna wage quit the stream. I will be back on Thursday and Friday, so I'm gonna definitely try to get 3 streams in this week, and should be a lot of fun. I don't like Dookie streams, but DSP really is a second. I got you, brother. It's all good, man. You're good. Look. I'm gonna make you a mod, brother. There you go. I'm gonna make you a mod. I'm gonna make you a mod just for being honest. I love the honesty, brothers. All right, guys. Well, let's see. What's he playing today? Today he's playing. He's playing. What the fuck is he playing today? Is he playing Pokemon today? God, I hate the fucking Pokemon streams. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a fucking nap. I'm exhausted. Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna stream tomorrow because I gotta actually go to the doctor's tomorrow. But I will be here Thursday and Friday, and it should be a fun time. Don't forget, I'm gonna make the announcement after the stream of the winners for the March giveaways, and I'm gonna post the new. I'm gonna post a new link. I'm gonna post a new link for the April giveaway for the members. Okay. Alrighty, folks. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a blessed, wonderful day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.